button!
Cool. I'm gonna tweet the link now that it's I mean, I guess the link can always take you somewhere, but now it'll take you to something that's live. So that's cool.
It's true.
Interesting. If I take that Google shortening, Google shortening. If I take that link from the Google shortened link from Facebook and plug it into a tweet, it automatically turns it into a gaming.youtube link.
Yep,
which is
it should.
interesting.
And it'll do the same thing with the Twitch link if you do that.
Cool. Well, anyway, here we are. This still sounds all right voice-wise, right? I don't sound like I'm forever away from the mic.
No, you're good.
It sound okay? Okay. As I said, there is some distance there. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. Televeil Season 2 has ended. We had a really cool big finale fight, and now we're going to do something a little different for the next about 12 weeks, give or take. This is a Kingdom Hearts-inspired campaign called Tales of Travel. I think it's going to be very obvious where the Kingdom Hearts cues come into play, and it's going to be very obvious where I very much deviated.
Is Trapper the main character in this one?
He is not, and that is complete coincidence that I used the word travel.
Okay. This would be very different than I thought then.
Yeah, it was really just alliteration.
The real question I have is, our gummy ship actually made out of gummies?
I mean, I guess it can be, but I don't know how well a literal gummies would do traveling between planes.
They did fine.
Well, I guess they did fine in Kingdom Hearts. Assuming that's planar and not just interstellar. We don't really know.
Actually, the lore suggests that
Where's your glasses?
All right, well, we're gonna do this thing, Tales of Travel. People are gonna get a chance to introduce their characters in game. I think for the most part, anybody watching this already knows who we are, so we can probably just get right into this. So let's move you guys over to a nice overview that you guys have already seen before, but we're gonna take a look at it anyway. And I'm just going to literally read what I posted to our Facebook group to give a little bit of flavor for this. This is the land you call home. These are the early islands, so called because no one who's ever lived there has known anything beyond them. Despite this, there are still 4 military bases facing north, south, east, and west, should any threats approach from the vast sea. Expeditions have gone out to find other lands, but so far nothing has been discovered. And yes, there is weirdly a blind spot to the northeast there. That's probably to their detriment should anybody ever actually show up there.
There be monsters there.
Perhaps. The early islands are divided by trade, not by race or any other exterior factor. What you choose to study determines where you reside, but there are always exceptions, of course, and there are dynamics across each island, too. Blood hunters and rangers get along quite well, as do monks and rogues, but there's quite a rivalry on the Magic Island, with a clear divide between the northern and southern halves, each thinking their magical methods are superior. Finally, there are various smaller settlements meant largely for trade, as well as a capital city where the island's elders govern. Much like the rest of these islands, it is populated by a diverse group of races. All shapes and sizes call this land home. They have to. They've never known anything else. Now we enter the Twilight Zone. So yeah, this is a nice peaceful place. Really never known any major conflict, but obviously prepared just in case there are. People have voyaged out to perhaps try to seek what's beyond these islands, but no one's ever found anything else. It just kind of seems to be you guys and sort of an infinite ocean. For sake of scale, this map you're looking at is probably about the length of Rhode Island across. So it would take you about a day to get like from tip to tip. But if you were just like bouncing back and forth between like an island or two, that's probably no different from somebody with like a 45 to an hour long commute, you know, in today's world. Say it again?
Just from the tip to the tip?
Yeah, probably, because it's definitely wider than it is tall, at least based on this map. So you're looking at a few less hours if you were to go like completely north to south.
But it's just the tip, right?
It is just the tip.
Okay.
There it is.
Let's start to meet some of our cast for today. So here we have everyone's favorite Lilith. I'm sure people recognize that artwork. There may or may not be some recurring themes in some of the art I chose. that will be pretty obvious.
Is it
once they
very
happen.
banana?
Perhaps. So we have here Lilith. Lilith is going to turn 18 tomorrow. Lilith is a very curious mind. She was orphaned on these islands, never really knew her true mother and father, but here we have her adoptive father, Lyle, who runs one of the trade shops, specifically the trade in the settlement between the Artificer and Bard villages on that island. Lilith is a very outgoing person, very exploratory, very curious, definitely makes the rounds around these islands, has met all of your characters time and again, and definitely likes you guys to the point where you are all invited to her birthday party tomorrow. And we're going to get into that in a moment. But in general, just want to know that everybody likes Lilith. She's everyone's good friend. Very curious mind, definitely thinks there's something more out there beyond these islands, but of course, nobody knows. So it's the day before her party, and we're going to basically check in with our PCs, and this will be a nice chance to introduce you guys. We move first to our turtle, Sunny, hanging out by his lake. And Richard, if you want to talk about Sunny and maybe what he'd be doing during his day.
Yep, he spends most of his time around the lake. Turtles, their parents often will just leave them when they're very young, so he's never really had family, and the only family he really has are a very small number of friends that he has made during his time around the lake. But he generally doesn't go off that much, but he will make an exception because he's never been invited to a birthday party before.
Aw.
Well, he's gonna try to branch out a bit, but he's a cleric. He follows Eldath, who is like a pacifist nature deity. And so yeah, he's a pacifist. He's very against violence and such. He's just a really good-hearted person. Just wants everybody get along. Unfortunately, people don't always feel the same way. They make fun of him a lot. He's kind of slow in both physically and mentally, so he gets made fun of a lot, but slowly, with the help of his friends, he's building little bits of confidence here and here, but he still has a long way to go.
Okay. That's Sunny. Let's move into our dealer village. And let's meet Artem's character, Rin.
So Rin is, of course, a dealer and a water genasi. He's grew up in a nice middle-class family, so he's all good there. But when his grandmother died, he became sort of fascinated with this idea of why. Not necessarily in this longing sense of having her back, but like, you know, why do things happen? And that led him on a journey of self-discovery. He found in his grandmother's things a deck of tarot cards and slowly taught himself how to read from them. And one day, in his path of trying to figure things out, he decided he needed to be alone. So he packed himself up at a young age and left his home and went out into the hills by the seaside to a calm place by himself. And there he made his discovery, where one day he either drew the right set of cards or, you know, he did something right. Either it was the incense or the candles, something happened right. And the question of, is there something else, was answered in the form of a blinding light that left him somewhat blind, but with the ability to see threads of fate and the ability to tug on those threads, so to say, with the cards that he had. Now, because of this, his senses sight-wise were rounded down, but his other senses did start to make up for that. And so, that is the story of our dealer, Rin. Now he sort of just travels because, although he found out that yes, there is something more, it was the wrong question to ask because he still doesn't know what it is.
Yes, we worked out mechanically how that's going to work, but the shorthand is he basically has like Daredevil vision. And,
not even really that. I mean, like, he's got disadvantage to perception. He's got advantage to a couple of other things, but he's also really sensitive with his hearing, so if it's like a thunder or a loud noise, he has disadvantage against it. Same thing if like stinking cloud hits him, he has disadvantage on it. And he's also real shit at throwing or shooting things.
Does he have blind sense?
Nope, he does not have blind sense. I made a point not to give him that because that is kind of OP. But that is his hermit discovery.
Alrighty, so that's our dealer Rin. Let's move into the Druid village and meet Farrell.
So Farrell is very much of a wanderer. At a young age, she sort of discovered that she wasn't like most druids in the sense that everything she druid crafted was affected by the blight and died. And because of that, she was very much shunned by her people. Given the opportunity to, I don't know, try to learn and fix what was wrong, she very much failed to do so. And in the process of failing, she became more curious as opposed to revolted by what was going on. So she accepted her banishment and very much embraced wandering and discovering new things. She can occasionally be found at a lake with one Sunny the turtle, as that is potentially one of her closest, probably her closest friend aside from Lilith. And yeah, she's pretty basic.
Cool. Alrighty,
So she wears Uggs and drinks Starbucks.
My head went there too.
Yeah, I can't even. Okay. She's very, very, very barefoot, and strangely enough, despite her wanderings in bare feet, her feet are quite clean.
Alrighty. Move into our Blood Hunter village.
Yes, my name is Gilnar Faroth, and much against what the narrator might say, there have not always been peaceful times in the early Isles. The Blood Hunters, a more new development in the early Isles. They were once a part of the Druid circles. They bonded themselves with nature, some of the darker aspects. However, they were feared for their, some might say, corruption. We were cast out, sent to the far end of the early Isles, where we learned to create our own way. Here, I have grown, and I have joined the members of the Dogs of War. And while the Isles themselves may be peaceful, if there is a skirmish, or if there is a battle to be had, I shall be there. And, yeah, it's blood.
Cool. You know, I think it's pretty safe to say that probably the leader of the Dogs of War would probably serve on the council at the capital. Do you have any name in mind potentially for who your captain could be?
Fenrir.
Fenrir? Okay, like the wolf.
Trying to go for a motif here.
Hungry
Also,
like the wolf.
it should be noted that while I have spent most of my years working with the Dogs of War, that only recently I have joined their innermost circle and become blooded as one of their top blood hunters.
Alrighty, and now we move on to the last member of our party in the Fighters Village.
That's me. Otto Fisher, a definitely wild child, nature boy. Everyone has that friend who spends probably 9/10 of their life without shoes on and playing in the mud and climbing trees and chasing newts and forest life, and that is Otto Fisher. Long line of hunter-gatherer types. As the name suggests, his former family used to be fishermen and working more with the water, and over generations his family has kind of moved inwards inland and changed to a hunter-gatherer path. And he's learned a lot of that, but has also spent more than enough time goofing around, climbing trees, chasing, animals and people through the woods, playing chase games. And has taken some serious time training in weapons as well, for hunting or for battle.
Cool. All right. So to sum up quickly, we got Sunny the Turtle, who's a cleric. We have Rin the Dealer, which, if we didn't already say, that's a homebrew class that Artem put together, and we're gonna play test it through this campaign, so that should be fun. Sid is playing a Feral, the Druid. I don't know if you want to get into exactly what her path is, but it is one of the newer ones out of Xanathar. Or no, it's a UA.
Yeah, it's UA. It's a Circle of Spores.
Yeah, so we're gonna try.
Hopefully that works out.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we have Vilnar, our Blood Hunter, which is that new class made by Matt Mercer of Critical Role. Is it technical? I don't think it's technically official, right? But it is at least like
it's just on D&D Beyond.
Subsidized.
They're kind of like experimenting with it on D&D Beyond. I don't think it'll be in any books anytime soon, though.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool thing for a homebrew class to be acknowledged like that.
Yeah, so we'll try that out, and then we have Andrew playing Otto, our fighter. All right, that's who we got. So that's all day before Lilith's birthday. Now the day has arrived, and this is purely to figure out who's going to arrive at the party at what time. So give me some initiative rolls. This is just to determine who's going to get there.
I can't without a token there, but I guess.
Oh, you can't do it without your token on this.
I'll just do it as a roll.
Guys, I have a positive score to my initiative. But let's see if roll 20.
It's funny because my dex is shit. I hate it.
My deck is terrible. That fits.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
Andrew, you always roll 20s.
Otto's
Always
starting
roll
out.
20s.
God damn it.
I am so wow.
It doesn't matter if you have proficiency or if you have like a specialization, you always be rolling.
I don't
the
know
nat
how.
fucking 20s.
I don't know how. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise.
That's pretty great. Okay, so Otto arrives first at the party, and Lilith lets him in. Comes in. Hey, Otto, yeah, I'm glad you can make it. You're the first one here, but that's cool. There's other people on the way, obviously.
Yeah. I brought loads of snacks, and he starts like setting his backpack down, which is like stuffed to the brim. It looks like he's going camping for like a week, but he's going to this party.
Did you just pick those berries?
Oh, these I found on the way. They're perfectly ripe. You want some of these? Here,
Yeah,
hold that.
absolutely. Give me that.
And he like starts pulling out like bags where it's like, I've got about 2 pounds of beef jerky. I've got all these dried cherries. Amazing. Like just running through his like rations.
We're gonna
that
go
he's
through
been,
like
saved
all
up.
that. It's gonna be great. And
will
then Vilnar arrives. She's gonna let him in. Oh, hey there, big guy. Glad you can make the I guess sort of longer journey over here to my place.
Lilith, it is good to see you. You are.
I know it
doing well.
is. I'm doing well, thanks. What about you?
I am well. I brought this for you, and I'm gonna reach into my belt pouch and pull out. Tony, would it be all right if I rolled for you randomly a trinket and then subtract
totally.
some gold?
Totally.
All right, then I will pull the.
I mean, depending on what it is, you don't have to subtract any gold. Like if it's something that could just be found,
I will pull out a. Sorry, I just saw a pair of old socks. There are some really useless ones in here. I shall pull out. Did anyone take the vest?
Which vest?
Oh, the 100 pockets? That thing that Tao has or whatever?
No. Okay, I will pull out a rank signia from a lost legionnaire. A very beautifully intricate looking symbol or seal of some guard or high post. Here, he will no longer be needing it.
Well, I'd assume so if you removed it from I don't know, wherever you found it. That's pretty sweet, though. I'm gonna put this over here for now.
I did not wrap it. I hope that is all right.
I mean, I'm just gonna unwrap it, and, whatever. And then Farrell shows up. Hey, I kind of expected you to be first, but whatever.
Happy name day, Lilith. And she's going to reach in. She's going to pretend to reach into her bag to retrieve something, but she's going to attempt to druidcraft an orchid.
Okay.
That starts out beautiful, like it's a deep crimson. It's lively and vibrant, and then it very slowly wilts. And never mind that. Happy name day.
Hey, I mean,
lean over and give her a quick hug.
Thanks. I mean, it looked good while it lasted, right? It was that's pretty cool. Yeah. Thanks.
It's getting
Thanks
better.
a lot. Yeah, you'll get there in no time.
Hopefully.
And then we've got who's next? Then Rin shows up. Oh, hey, Blue.
Hello.
Glad you could make it.
Oh, hello, Lilith. I brought you some cheese and berries. They are quite the delectable thing when you put them together. Really, tantalizing on the senses.
I can't say my senses are as tantalized as yours, bud, but it's probably pretty delicious. Give them here.
Anyone want to say that's what she said right there? Because it fits.
I don't have keen senses yet, so I'll wait a level.
Well, hey, come on in. Let me try these cheese and berries together.
All right. He's going to come in.
Good call. And then, probably arriving after a little bit more time, Sonny the Turtle shows up.
Towards the end of the night.
I imagine there's a real spaced out deliberate knock on the door from him.
He always
I kind of
fashionably late.
imagine that somebody spots him out the window, is like, hey, he's just about here, and 10 minutes later.
Sees him over the hill.
Yeah.
So probably you get one knock in before she's already opened the door hey, Sonny, about time. I'm really glad you could be here. I feel honored that, my party's the first one you've ever been to and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Thank you for inviting me.
I bet you get invited to all the girls' parties.
No, this is the first invitation I've ever got.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it won't be the last. Come on in.
I got you this thing, and he'll hand her a little thing that was wrapped in leaves and twine.
She'll clear that stuff out to see what's inside.
And it is a little flask of holy oil. I made it just for you.
Whoa. Huh. That's really cool. Next time I go hunting, I'm gonna have to make use of this.
Just make sure you use everything that you kill.
I mean, come on, when do I not eat everything that I kill?
Fair point. I'm gonna go sit over there.
Cool. Yeah. Make yourself at home. Make some friends. So she'll set that off to the side. And speaking of making friends, since not everyone is acquainted with each other, let me get some party guests chatting.
I instantly navigate towards Sonny.
Oh, hey, Sonny.
Yeah,
What's
I
going
was
on?
going to immediately move towards Farrell as well. Be like, hello again.
I'm glad you could make it, Sonny.
Yeah, it was a long journey. I've never been this far away from home before.
A little bit of an adventure, yeah?
It was a big adventure for me.
Somehow we've taken Tao and slowed him down even more. Tao's cadence.
I love him so much.
Every campaign, there's just a character that speaks slower and slower.
We're just going to get the sloth from Zootopia eventually.
Oh.
I thought that we were approaching on.
I know you two know each other. Otto, you seem to know Sonny. That's pretty cool. Vilnar, Rin, I don't know if you guys know the rest of the gang here, but get acquainted and stuff. It's a party.
Yes, the dealer. It's been some time.
Oh, I remember you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a certain night in Sheffel City we got into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I still don't think if the townsfolk have recovered. But that's okay.
You know, when you read my future, I was hoping you would have told me there would have been 20 guards chasing after us. You
Well,
failed to mention that.
You know, sometimes fate doesn't really tell me absolutely everything. But I mean, that girl.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
Oh, hi,
Hopefully-
everyone.
Your future
Hi.
seeing has gotten a little better. I need a little bit more accuracy.
Right. I'll get the hair color of her right next time, so you don't hit on the wrong girl.
I appreciate it.
Doggy.
No, dog.
Right up on the camera.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna ask, Tony, do I get to have a pet wild animal, like a little one, whether it's like a snake or a frog or like a hamster or something?
Is that granted by any of your stuff?
No, just strictly flavor.
Sure.
If it's a bird, then that can be definitely
It can be,
up.
but I cannot promise how long it'll stick around.
Uh,
Death to all little birds.
So that's up to you.
Fair enough. I'll think about it.
Okay. If you want one, I will just tell you will not have it next episode.
Oh no!
Like, I'll just let you know now.
So sad. I may have to do it now.
Just no.
I'm going to approach Sonny and reach into my bag and pull out a banana. Say, "Hey, Sonny, I'm glad you came. I brought you this. I thought you might be tired by the time you got here."
Sorry, what did you give him?
A banana.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome, bud. Might
And then-
swing by the lake later if I mean like tomorrow if you're up for it. You want to go talk to these strangers over here?
Oh, I don't know. I've never met him before.
I know. It's the first time for everything. Let's go.
And
I'm gonna-
as you guys all gather up together, Lilith's adopted father Lyle will come over with a plate of tray of drinks, not necessarily alcoholic drinks because you were all under that age. Well, I guess it'd probably be 18 in this fictional world anyway, but you're not all that age. So they're not going to be stiff drinks. They're just going to be like some, flavorful teas and, phosphate drinks that he's put together and just walk over.
If these are actual teenagers, let's be honest, it hasn't stopped some of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
but her father would not be serving it to
It's
you.
true, yeah.
So he's gonna walk over. Hey kids, don't worry, I'm gonna get out of your hair soon enough. But I figured you could enjoy some nice beverages. I'll just leave these here, and I'll leave you to it. You guys have a fun party, okay?
Thank you.
Oh,
Have I met
Very
him?
Thanks.
welcome.
Have I met him before? Is he like
He runs a trading post, so you've all probably encountered him.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to him and like fish out a couple copper from my pocket and be like, "Hey, here's for the the candies from the other day. I appreciate letting me hold the tab for that."
Well, let's worry about the tab when it gets a little higher, huh? You hold on to those for now.
Thank you. I
You
will
are
keep
welcome.
that in mind.
All right. And then he'll see himself away. And now everybody's gathered around, enjoying their little beverages.
Lilith, your dad's the coolest.
I mean,
I imagine
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know.
filling some of it because of the way my mouth is formed.
Sonny, let me give you a hand with that. She'll like tilt it upward a bit for you.
Oh.
There you go. That's better.
So,
who
Lilith,
are you guys?
have you chosen which path you shall take?
I mean, if I can be completely honest, I'm kind of hoping that, like, I don't know, I can find something more than just these islands soon enough and find some new paths that no one else even knows about yet.
Well, if you're able to find something beyond these islands, you would be the first.
Don't I know it? Tell you what, though, it's people like to make those birthday wishes, right? And she'll grab her drink back up off the tray and she'll raise her glass up and just say, "So you know what? Let me make mine. I wish for my 18th birthday, I'll find a way off of this island." Anyone else for wishes? Huh? I don't need to be selfish with them.
I wish for the grandest adventure we could hope for.
Pretty good wish, Otto.
Vilnar will clutch his forearm and tighten it, and he'll raise his glass and say, I wish that we all get what we most deserve.
That could go horribly wrong, Vilnar, but Anyone else? Because I'm ready to chug these down.
I just want people to be happy.
Oh, come on, Sonny. Around you, we can't help but be happy.
He is kind of endearing.
He's super endearing.
All right, well,
back paddle.
all right, well, hey, cheers to those, right? Let's just have a good time.
Cheers.
All right, so everyone cheers. Party goes on for a bit. You guys are having a good time, and then, you know, a little bit of time has passed. People have been chatting, and she gathers everybody up again. Okay, well, you know the normal birthday tradition. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna head to the island. It's time for another race. I'm probably gonna win again, but like, you know, we'll have fun with this one. You guys ready?
I've grown
What?
6 whole inches since last year, and I'm ready.
Oh yeah, Sonny. I guess
This
you
time.
haven't actually been to any of these before. Yeah.
Nope.
So like, I totally like having these races every time, just because we got the perfect racing island for it, and it's pretty good training. Everybody seems to have fun doing it. You gotta give it a shot.
Do you want me to be the one to tell people when to go?
Hey, slow and steady, right? You should give this a shot.
I whisper over to the dealer, 5 gold on the tortoise that he cries the entire time.
No, that's probably gonna be me again. My face fell into the sand. Remember?
Ah, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Good times.
That's not how I remember it, but thanks.
All right, let's do it, guys. Let's head on over. All right,
Okay.
so you guys head to. I'm gonna take you back to the map just for a second, just so I can show you where you're going. So she's at this trading post right here is when her father runs, and this island right here is the one you guys are gonna be headed to. Just FYI.
Ooh,
your
can I see
own
that
good.
again? Sorry, I was looking at
Yeah.
something.
Okay. So between the Bard and the Artificer posts, and yeah, you're headed here.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So we're gonna head over to the island. All right. Everybody should have some control on this screen if you want to just bounce around and make sure you have that.
I'm gonna put in
Everybody's
my
fine.
health.
Is everybody? Yeah.
Uh,
Put in
I
put in your
do
stuff. You do not. Okay.
No.
Yes, you do not. Let me fix that. You. There you go. Okay. And everybody sees. Yeah.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
see. I cannot select Feral though.
Okay, me. Ah, yep, you can't. Whoa, that's a weird thing. There we go. Okay,
Thank you.
now you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and fill in whatever you need to fill in, and then I will explain how this race is going to work. Although you can, I'm sure, already tell from the way it's drawn out how most of it's going to work.
Music dropped in.
Is it the actual racing music?
No, I went for another RPG.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
So you just wanted to fill in our character token stuff?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
It's better now, that way I can copy and paste you onto some other stuff.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or we're gonna get in combat right here, right now.
I won.
I went to all this trouble of drawing up a race just to throw you guys off. Okay, so this is how this is gonna work. There are 4 possible paths. You're basically gonna be racing from this starting zone here to this flag that's planted on the other side of the island here. Obviously, use your imagination for the flag. Paths 1, 2, and 3 are all gonna start in that northwest corner. Path 4 is gonna start in the southeast corner. They're all the exact same length. Hence why I had to do that, you know, so 4 would measure up equally with the other ones. So let's get some initiatives first, and then we will get started on this race.
It's
Wow.
fine. It's fine.
All right. Still can't roll it from there, but okay.
Yeah, it's not saying
you
I'm
able to roll it?
selected.
Not from the character sheet.
Yeah. I'm gonna close
you
and
should
reopen the
have-
sheet.
Okay, you should have everything you need for the sheet. So
Is it the same token that's tied to the sheet?
it should be. Yeah, you have the exact same one. Vilnar's is gonna be changed. So let me change that.
I'm just curious. Like, pull out. Can you drag the sheet over onto the thing, and it should make a token with the picture that's used.
I can drag the. Say that again.
If you drag the like sheet in the journal out onto the field, it should make a token like that. I can do that,
Okay.
and that
well, if you-
works.
Okay. If everybody should have a sheet if you want to do that. Then those of you who are gonna use one.
But yeah, so like you can actually have a token associated with a sheet, and if you really wanted to get creative and crazy, you could actually have like it auto filling out HP and shit like that.
I need to put autos in there and
There we go.
do that business.
Use my first initiative; it's way better.
All right. Auto should have his. Let me put Vilnar's in there.
All right, I'm gonna switch over the overlay to what it actually should be with the updated tokens
Okay.
characters.
So I haven't had to ever give people sheets before, so that's an easy fix. Okay.
Your orange
Uh,
spritz is no longer there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. That stuff should be all good now.
Ah, there we go.
Cool. All right.
Damn,
So
Sonny got a good roll.
okay. So we got. Let's see. Vilnar first, Sunny second. Then we have. Oh no, not Sunny second.
I think
Rin
Rin
second.
is second.
Yeah, my fault. All right, Rin second. Let's move him up there. Then we have Otto, and then Farrell. And let me roll for Lilith real quick.
Is
Obviously,
there kind of like heavily obscured area
so
in here?
Are you gonna just go and hide?
so this is the way it's gonna work. Whatever path you're choosing, you're going to stick to that colored line, and there may be some things along the way that you will have to roll for.
Okay.
But we can start with Vilnar.
All right, so we just choose a line.
Just choose a line and follow it. Dashes are acceptable.
Okay, so let me get your opinion on this.
Mhm.
As a part of my insurgent background, it has a feature. It's similar to the Wanderer feature. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So, I am trained in survival, and I make my home in the wilderness and woods.
Mm-hmm.
Could this offer me some kind of help? I want to go through the forest areas.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that.
so you'd be taking either path 2 or 3?
I'm thinking, what's the yellow one? 2?
Yes.
I'll take that one.
Okay, I will give you. Okay, I will give you something for that.
Okay, cool. So then I will move. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since he is wood elf, he has an extra 5 feet. 7. And
Okay.
can I use the dash action?
You can.
And I'd like to attempt to do that.
All right. So once you reach that square right there, you approach a very steep cliff. Now, being somewhat familiar with this island and recalling some layouts, you know that if you can ascend that cliff, it's then pretty much a real simple straight shot to the end of this race, but you got to get up that cliff first. It's not an easy one to climb.
Okay.
So what I'm going to need from you is a strength check.
Could it be acrobatics?
You're strictly climbing, so it could be athletics, but not acrobatics.
Okay.
Stop. My God,
No.
stop.
No.
All right. Well, you did not scale the wall.
Okay.
You are still you tried, you slipped a little bit, you're back at the base of it.
Okay.
Okay. Rin.
All right, so I think Rin is gonna start at 3, and as
Okay.
I'm thinking about it more, we should probably rule this now. I don't think a half-blind man can dash, because that could lead to bad things.
Fair.
Fine.
Just
That's fair.
run and trip into a pile
unless
of
you're
rocks.
absolutely certain that you are, clear. Yeah.
Right. I don't think. No, I don't think that's right. So I'm gonna limit
Okay.
him to no dashes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so move yourself back 3, please. Okay, so that would have been 3 movement there. And as you enter these woods, you are finding yourself running right into some thorny bushes.
Oh, great.
You know this is this is a path to the end, but boy, it seems like these bushes got a lot thornier since last time you ran this path.
Okay.
However, you may still be able to weather them. So I'm gonna need a con save.
Con save. Okay. My favorite.
You have saved.
It's not bad,
so
actually.
You can. These are not going to affect you. You can move those other 3 that you're gonna move before.
Okay.
These are not going to be difficult terrain for you.
Ah. I don't. Okay. Gotcha.
Cool. Okay, Sonny, what path are you taking?
I'm already on path 1, so I think I'll just take path 1.
Okay.
My boy.
And have you ever seen one of those videos where you're like, oh, look at the little turtle, and then it just like bolts when you're not expecting it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he does.
Okay.
I was expecting you to be like, that is not what happens.
All right, stop right there. Go back 1. Go back 1 more. Okay, so as you round this corner of the beach, oh no, it's low tide over here, and there are a bunch of sharp rocks where there would normally be, some shallow water to run through. You just get the rocky sea bottom here. A lot of broken up shells, a lot of rocks, all that fun stuff. So go ahead and give me a dex save.
Oh, my worst kind.
Oh, everybody, nobody chose one that they were like great for. Wow.
Yep, that fits.
Okay, so you can keep moving if you want, but just know that you're now in difficult terrain. You didn't use all of your move speed, so you can keep going, but it's difficult terrain for you now.
That's 4, 5, 6, and then if I'm dashing, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Otto,
Right, that's-
where are you headed?
With how many of these parties have I been to before? Like 1 or 2, being like 15 years old.
I'm gonna say you've been to at least 2, 3, 4, honestly.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
you'll know this island. However, the only things that you're gonna know for sure are what's in the woods, because high low tide could affect those other 2
Right.
paths, and Otto does not know that it is low tide the way Sunny just went.
Gotcha. But I imagine. Well, okay. Geography-wise, with the map, I also have the Wanderer feature. So, with that in mind, would I know kind of what my best bet would be if I want either a quick dexterous approach where I'm jumping on tree branches, and I can assume it's like an uphill thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is Path 2 is what Andrew was going to take originally.
Yeah,
Yes.
that cliff is probably going to be your best bet. And I'm my fault, Ryan. I meant to give you advantage when you did that check.
Can I roll again?
So yeah, go ahead and do that. Roll again, and then we'll do Andrew's afterward.
Yeah. How about that 10 though?
No.
So close.
Okay.
This race is designed to keep things pretty heated, and you didn't make it up.
Fair enough.
It's like the fucking
Okay.
star trees that fucking Riku just knows how to navigate with no problem. Fuck that asshole.
Well,
So now, if
It's a
Otto would like
Falcon
to,
fruit.
if Otto would like to take his, he may.
Yeah, path 2 is the fastest, or the one that I think would be best. I'm gonna go ahead, so that's 25, 30, and then I'm also going to dash. And if Vilnar is in the appropriate position, could I kind of like jump up to his shoulders and use that as a vaulting point? I can roll an
Well,
acrobatics and
so-
or an athletics.
I'll give. If you want to roll an acrobatics, I will let you do what you just suggested, but it won't be an advantage. You can try to climb an advantage, or you can try to do that dex without it.
Yeah, it's almost like an attack against him too, to like get on him without
Yeah, I would
his.
say you'd make it a grappler check or something, because I would dodge that.
Yeah, if Vilmar's
Yeah.
not going to let you do it, then yes, it would have to be
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and athletics then. 'Cause
Okay, yeah, and I will give you
as
advantage
funny
on
as
it.
that would be.
Vilnar's like, get the fuck off! I don't know you.
Cool. You've made it up to the top.
Cool.
You managed to make it up there. So you're in the same space as Vilnar now.
Mhm.
But that's gonna be all your movement for now.
All my movement? Okay, and I can't make some check to kind of push myself above and beyond?
No, you've made it.
Okay.
You've made it up to the top of this cliff, and that's
That is perfectly fair.
Okay.
As I climb up, I'm going to turn to Vilnar and say, one step at a time, my man. Just keep on climbing.
Oh, you're gonna wish you had not said that.
Oh no. Remember that thing about attacks? Yeah.
And I wish I had more whiskey with me.
Okay. Where's Pharaoh gonna go?
We're gonna go lane 4 because nobody's taken that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do druid shit because I'm excited. I'm gonna
Whoa.
wild shape into a wolf, and that's a lot of shit.
Ah.
You don't even have to read that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf, which increases my speed by 10.
Okay.
And then, is this the start right here? Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna take.
There.
Cool. I need you to back up to 2
Yeah.
spaces from where you left.
Yeah.
Into the bushes.
Go back some more,
No.
and keep going. Go to this square right here.
You said 2 spaces.
From where
I
you
meant
started.
2
Yeah.
spaces
Oh,
from where
from
you
the
left.
start.
Sorry. Okay.
Got you.
So as you round this corner, it's
Motherfucker.
high tide over here.
Motherfucker.
Don't ask me why it's high on one and low on the other.
'Cause why not?
but it is. Do you or does that wolf have a swim speed?
Jesus. It
Of all the
adapts.
things.
Out of all the fucking things.
As soon as you said wolf, I was like,
Uh,
I don't think a wolf has a swim speed.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it adapts my speeds.
Whatever
Okay.
Certain
doggy paddle
things.
is.
Yeah. So,
Uh-huh.
what have we said before? If you don't have a swim speed, it's like half move
It's-
speed.
it's rough
is your
terrain.
speed?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Rough terrain.
Okay.
That
so
is
that's
shenanigans.
so
I
that's
take
what
it back.
so that's what you're in right now. So that's
Okay, so
you
5,
move
10,
water.
you
Front
move
of her.
10 and then whatever else you can do.
Probably right around right there.
Okay. And Lilith's gonna go ahead and take path number 1. So we're gonna go. Oops. And she's gonna roll
Lil-
her check to see.
Lilith's AI cheats and gets perfect on every single thing.
Not
Fucking
quite.
Riku.
Let's see. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and okay. She gets to there. Okay, it's Vilnar's turn again.
Alright, so I'm at the base of this. He's climbing up to the top. I still have advantage on athletic checks to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And you already attempted it once, so maybe it'll be a little easier to try it this time.
I would not let that little boy embarrass me. And I will attempt to climb up again.
Okay.
I'm only like 2 years younger than you, jeez. Whoa!
Excellent. There you go. That's better. All right. You get to the top. You can use your movement speed when you're up there, but that climbing up there is going to be movement. So, like, if you want to dash action, you can, but it's just going to be your movement speed, not a full
Oh,
dash.
I want to blow past him as I do then.
Okay.
And Tony,
Mm-hmm.
Sending a message your way.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Oh no.
I mean, you can.
All right. Then I keep moving. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Or one back.
What's
That's
your
8 by my
movement?
count.
Well, I was here.
Right. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're right. Okay.
okay. And yes, that thing you did is fine. We're gonna say it's in the square the first square you were at, or I'm
Oh,
not really
you
sure how those are
terrible
laid out.
person.
I would
I'm
have.
not-
Yeah, sure. Well, wherever it would be effective.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure how those. Is it just specifically just a single square they get laid out in, or I'm
I
not
can-
really sure the rules.
I'm gonna go pee, and you guys talk about this in depth. How about that?
I mean, it's fine. I think I got what I need. So we're gonna say it's this square here, Ryan.
Wherever it affects, without. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And it's now Rin.
Farrell's not like drowning in said water, right?
No,
Okay, good.
just because you have a swim speed just because you don't have a swim speed doesn't mean you can't swim.
Yeah, you know.
And
I,
a wolf can swim, like realistically.
I'm not hearing the distressed doggy paddle noises of a
Yeah, yeah,
wolf.
yeah.
Okay, good. So let's just keep moving then.
I'm gonna play it up. Come save me. Save me.
You're a wolf. You can't talk right now.
That's true. He has no idea what you're saying. Save you. I'm gonna freeze the water. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't know Tao came on this field trip.
I know shape water because I'm a water ganassi. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so this square here gets you out of those thorns.
Okay.
So, however that affects your movement.
I wasn't affected by them because I did the con save.
Oh, you did. Okay.
So 6, and that's where he ends.
Okay. How's Sunny doing over there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do I have to do a strength?
No, you're clear. You're out of that.
All right.
Your path does not take you up a cliff.
Is this just normal then?
Yep.
Now.
This is just normal.
1, 2, 3. So close.
All right.
I think Otto's gonna win.
We'll come back to. We can come back to. Oh, Andrew's pop back. Good. Just in time, Andrew. It's your turn.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do I see or know of a branch path that would lift me kind of above the trees to give me an advantage?
Well, you already had advantage trying to climb up there.
Oh, I mean like an advantage on the pathway, like from here to the finish line.
Just dash, and I think you win.
Well, getting up the. Oh, did you get up the cliff?
I think you
already?
did, yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
that
Okay.
counts, good.
Yeah. So you can just. Yeah. It's just a clear path for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll a perception roll or anything to see what antics he just pulled?
Yeah. Go ahead. And I think if you're gonna roll a perception, then Vilnar, why don't you roll a sleight of hand? That seems like a fair comparison. Did that roll? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. When you get up, you clearly saw that he dropped some caltrops behind him. They're still very much in your way, but because you know they're there, I will give you advantage on a dex saving throw to see if you actually hurt yourself.
Could I opt for an acrobatics to leap over them?
No, because it's specifically a saving throw.
Ah, okay. There's 1, there's 2.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You can move right through them.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, 30. All right, and dash 35, 40, 45, 50.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna kind of like power slide in. And I didn't do it, but for flavor text, while Lilith was explaining the rules, I was like getting out my chalk set and like grinding in and like getting war paint on, like while she's going through everything. And I like took my shirt off and tied it around my waist and like being a big old dork.
All right. How's Farrell doing down there?
How much further is there to swim? Roughly. Roughly, because I'm a wolf. Oh my god.
What is your you could okay, so can you dash through difficult terrain?
It's
I mean, yeah, but it's
slowed.
all
Yeah, but it's still
Halved
halved. If you were to dash, you could I think you'd be able to make it out.
Damn. Well, all right.
I don't know what your speed is offhand, but
It's third. Well, wolfy shape.
You
It's
get to like
14,
here if you dashed.
I could get there if I dashed.
yeah, if you dash,
This is
you
the worst. This is the worst trail, guys. This
There's
is the worst fucking trail.
if you dashed, you'd be able to get out of it.
there's no way you could have possibly seen the high tide 10 feet in front of you.
Nope, not at all. I am going
Yeah, ignore the actual like scale of things. I've just had to draw the lines to make it the same distance for everybody.
Yeah.
And swimming for a standard human would equal to my regular speed, right? Is that what
Well,
I'm getting?
half of it. So if your speed's 30.
Okay, so no matter what. All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So basically,
swim
you've got 30 feet of movement that you can use right now, and that would be a dash.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're out of the water now. Lilith.
Well, wait, if you had 40 and you were there, you still have
No,
10
I got
feet,
it.
don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Okay.
I was counting that up after I settled there.
All right,
Yep.
and this is still. All right. Lilith got out of the spiky shells there. Vilnar, I'm assuming, is just gonna finish up.
Yes.
Suddenly
Alright.
he veers off course. He doubles back for no reason.
I
Vilnar
finish
comes-
off Sunny.
All right,
Come
Vilnar
here,
coming in
Turtle.
second. Can Rin make it there? Without
No,
dash?
he will just be barely there. That's fine.
Okay.
He's
And
close
then-
enough.
All right, and then Sunny's gonna pull in after him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was actually, for fluff, I wanted to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if I can stop myself.
Okay.
I'm not used to running that fast.
Barrel through
Uh,
everyone.
If I'm basing that on the other saves I gave everybody else, then no, you did not stop.
Alright, then I just imagine they're like, I win! And then I go like, boom. I'm like, watch out!
All right, and then Farrell comes in, and Lilith will actually come in last if that's the case.
Damn.
Gonna come panting in as a very wet wolf, shake vigorously, and then go back to half elf because fuck all y'all. There's a lot of water over there.
So I was really hoping that Sunny would take Fat Four, because I imagine a turtle has a swim speed.
No, I can just hold my breath underwater for an hour.
Okay.
There is a great deal of water over there, just
Oh.
in case anybody wants to go that way on the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a great deal of not water that way. A lot of like rocks and stuff. The race usually isn't this dangerous. I don't know. Something must be in the atmosphere.
I don't know. I had a great time.
Well, yeah, you
Oh.
won. I hope you did.
I'll approach, like Otto, and I'll hold out my hand and I'll say, "Well done. They've trained you well at the proving grounds, I see."
I'm gonna go ahead and shake his hands with a lot of excitement. Say, yeah, I guess so. I just spent a lot of time in the woods. I like. Anyway, I don't know if we've met. You know? Hi, Amato.
As I'm still holding his hand, shaking it, I pull him in. I whisper into his ear and I say, "You shall not fool me again." I walk away.
Walk away.
There's only like a
Before-
4-year
before you walk
difference
away,
between these
just
two, but
my head being like, I'm sorry I ran into you guys. You okay?
Hey, you're good, Sonny. Gonna give him a big old hug.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. I'm definitely tired and it's getting, I don't know, I guess fairly close to sundown. We should probably go back to the shop and have some cake or something, yeah?
You
Hey,
That
you
sounds
managed to
lovely.
get a cake.
I mean, yeah, it's not that hard to bake.
Oh, a cake. That is not what I heard.
Oh. Oh, come on, Vilnar. You think I'm gonna do that at my own dad's house? I'm gonna go to the
I
bar
don't-
town for that.
I don't get it.
You've
Oh,
clearly you
boy,
haven't.
I've never had cake before. I'm gonna head towards the cake.
He's never had cake? That's
Yeah.
sad.
So you guys, I should have said, you guys basically took like a small, like kind of, basically, you probably have to take 2 rowboats, I guess, to get here because there's, 6 total people. But yeah, so it's kind of, that's how you guys crossed over this island. So as you head back, you're heading back, as the rowboat is approaching the shore, kind of seems like, getting kind of like a not great vibe about the shop for some reason. Maybe there's a couple of items thrown about on the ground around the outside of it. The boat's gonna come up and Lilith's gonna say, well, that's weird. We definitely didn't leave like a mess when we left, right?
I don't know. I could have knocked over everything. I'm sorry. It's just, it happens.
I did my best to be tidy.
We
I'm
cleaned up.
yeah, what I thought. Well, let's check it out, I guess.
Do I have like spidey senses tingling? Cause like I'll grab the rapier from my backpack. If that is
Yeah,
the case.
let's get investigation checks. That seems to be the right thing. You see some things before you, and maybe we're gonna piece them together, figure out what happened.
Is this with sight? Because I feel like I should. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah.
That seems about right.
Yeah, investigation ain't our thing.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, Otto and Vilnar, I guess, as the more combative people, yeah, you guys feel like something's up. So you definitely feel like something's going on. It maybe seems like, not that this happens to, crime definitely happens on these islands from time to time. This maybe seems like the store was ransacked or something, but yeah, something definitely seems up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the rapier out from my backpack and like kind of throw my belt on, and then I'm gonna dig through my pack again and pull out a light crossbow and kind of look around. And can I judge to see who would be the best, the handiest with it?
With crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys would know among yourselves who can use one if anyone volunteers.
You choose
Anybody?
between the blind man, the turtle, and the woman who wears leaves as a skirt.
Great options. Absolutely. I'd go with the blind man. That's gonna lead to a lot of fun.
I'd probably not give it to the woman with the leaves as a skirt.
Don't give it to any of us.
I'm gonna hand it to Lilith and say, listen, I don't know if my dad knows this is gone, so be super careful with it.
she'll take it and do like a really cool, like, I know it's a crossbow, but she'll somehow do the cool 6-gun flip around her finger with it, be like, no problem. And then you guys slowly approach and head inside the store.
One thing as a note before we do,
Mhm.
Vilnar will draw his scimitar, and at the very tip, he's going to run his thumb along the edge,
Just the tip?
just the tip.
Just the tip.
And as
Come
it
up a lot
does,
tonight.
the blood will seep into some engravings on the scimitar, and there will be a brief flash of just the tiniest amount of spark of flame. That'll be all.
Right. Is that one of your blood hunter magics?
He is activating the right of, I have it right here, the Crimson Right, the right of flame. And
Okay.
it causes his blood, and as he does, it takes a little bit of his lifeblood. He loses his character level from his total hit points. And it'll
Okay.
stay there as long as he is holding onto the sword.
The ritual lasts as long as you're
Right.
holding onto your sword?
Correct.
Okay. Duration is an important thing here. Yes.
Yes.
Are there any birds around?
No.
Are there any animals of any kind around?
I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. There's nothing like predatory around. Like, you would see some squirrels ordinarily, maybe on a tree, something like that.
About ones that I could potentially use to gain information.
Sure.
Because
yeah, there'd probably be, a squirrel on a tree or something like that. Definitely not anything out of the ordinary here. It's just some typical meadowland or woodland creatures. So yeah, I can say you see it's like some squirrels on a tree or something. Do you have like a talk with animals thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna look over to Farrell and say, should I try to ask the animal to see what is there before we go in? Because it could be really bad stuff.
Yeah, it could be
Certainly
really bad
can't
stuff.
hurt.
Could be really bad stuff, and I'd really like to check on my dad. So if you're gonna do that, do it quick, because I'm heading in there.
Oh, we don't want to do that if it's not safe.
Lilith is going to start heading there regardless.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was a good thought, Sonny.
I guess I'll kind of whisper to Lilith,
Your
I'll
cat
move
just
in.
opened a door. That was impressive.
She did. She opens that door all the time.
That was really impressive.
Morgan is gifted.
She is. She's a wonderful kitty. I'm gonna
Just
go
don't
ahead.
kill anybody in there. Don't kill them.
I'm gonna whisper to Lilith. I'll move in ahead of you. You be right behind me, I guess, so no one can hit you. I don't know.
Fine. Sounds good. I know you don't cock or crop. Whatever. All right, so you guys all head inside. What you find inside is things are fairly ransacked, and Lyle's there in his basically his combat garb, slumped up against the wall there. So she'll run up to him, just, Dad, what happened? This whole place is wrecked. I haven't seen you in combat gear in forever. What's going on? And just look up at her, and he's clearly very weak, and he says, I saw these things approaching the shop. Some creatures I've never seen before. I don't understand how they got here. Maybe around the blind spot, but the watchers are always very keen not to, let anything in. I don't I don't understand what happened.
Is he?
How's he
wounded?
looking? Is he
He looks
looking bad?
he looks pretty bad. I had time to quickly put on at least, some of my armor and prepare for these things that I saw approaching, but it certainly didn't do me much much good.
Who came? What were they?
I'd never seen them before. They're these dark these dark creatures, and they had dogs, but not normal dogs. They just didn't seem natural. These things.
Is there any blood on the ground? Any did he get any hits in? Is it all just his?
Definitely some blood, but it's just his.
Otto's going to throw his backpack on the ground and start digging through it, and he's going to say, "My dad never lets me leave the house without this. So I hope there's something in there. I've never had to deal with anything more than scratches." And he pulls out the healer's kit and, kind of shaking hands, opens it up and sets it on the ground and looks through it for something to treat his wounds with.
Okay,
Seeing the medicine kit, can I help him with that?
sure.
So
Yeah,
would it just be advantage?
Is assistance advantage? I thought it was like a plus. It was +2 or something. I don't remember what assistance gives.
In 5e, it's advantage,
It is advantage. Okay.
depending on the skill check you're trying to do.
Yeah. It's gonna be a medicine check. Right. I assume you're using something like that, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not a great one.
Well, you're at advantage. And that was a
So,
little better.
Base
Okay.
10.
You're able to, hatch him. You're not able to really fix him, but you're able to help him a little bit. At least,
Stop the bleeding.
yeah. Basically, he'll
Okay.
try to stand himself up and just say, someone needs to alert the capital. I don't know if more of those things are coming or what direction they might have headed, but if there's more of them, people need to know. And Lilith's gonna
Just look at him and say, "On it," and she's gonna immediately dash out.
I'll follow.
Okay.
How bad is he looking? Is he still looking like he needs some healing?
He could definitely use some.
All right, I will cast Cure Wounds on him. Richard wouldn't do that because Richard knows that there's stuff, but he doesn't know that.
Richard knows that this is just an NPC and probably, yeah.
But,
Sure.
but he sees him, he's like, I don't have to heal people that often, but he looks like he needs healing, so that's what I'm here to do.
Sure. All right. Well, he definitely looks a lot better after that. I say, thank you, Sonny. You always come in clutch with these sort of things.
I don't
Save.
know who you are.
You know he's Lilith's dad.
Fair enough.
He was at the party earlier.
I'll let it pass.
So thank you. You're always so helpful, Sonny. Listen, the rest of you had better catch up with them if they're headed to the capital. If there are more, I don't want just the two of them going.
Probably a good idea.
Yep, on our way. And
right.
Farrell's gonna turn and run after them.
Okay. So this is a question for Ryan. Would Vilnar have waited for the rest of them to come out of Lilith's house, or would he have just immediately jumped on a boat with Lilith? Because Lilith is going to immediately jump on one and start headed toward the capital.
The dogs of war do not wait for the puffs. He's on the boat.
Shit.
Okay. So then it's you two headed from basically the shore to the capital. Definitely more than 10 feet. I'm just
Oh, it's only 10
pointing
feet.
an arrow.
Look at that. We'll be there in no time.
And we're here.
and I think the rest the rest of you could probably just fit on the one. So it's gonna take you roughly half an hour to 40 minutes probably to get there. So you do that. I'm gonna need to copy and paste you guys, so give me 1 second here. But when you reach the capital, Lilith definitely, by the time you reach the capital, Lilith has been able to notice that the others are, some ways off in the distance, but are definitely joining you guys. And she just says, Vilnar, I'm going to scout ahead a little bit. You wait for the rest of them to get here, and then we'll investigate something, but I'm going to see what's going on.
Do you think maybe that I, the trained hunter, should go investigate and scout ahead, and you
Nope.
stay here with your
Nope,
friends?
you wait for them, bye. And then she runs.
Hey, funny question. Did she take did she take the crossbow and bolts with her, or did she leave it in the boat?
No, she still had it.
Okay. I get the feeling I'm gonna
You
have
ain't
her
never
protect
getting that
my
back.
list.
It's like a sweater.
All right.
Just say
let me-
goodbye.
All right, Easter.
All right. Let me copy and paste you guys. Okay. Okay. And I'll bring you guys over. There's a problem with a lot of map things. I have to drag the player bookmark so far. Okay. So there should be some Fog of War going on here, yeah?
There's a
Okay.
lot of fog of war
All of
going
it.
on.
Okay,
All of
good.
it.
Good. I just figured that'd be the easiest way to block off not being able to see around the row of buildings. So you're all here. You're all caught up. And as you head into town, you see Lilith basically just bolt off in this direction.
Don't mind my camera being off, I'm just eating.
No problem. Okay, so Lilith bolts off in that direction up the street. But now the rest of you are gathered at the top of the street here. What are you going to do?
Can I get a perception check, see what the city looks like? Is it overrun, on fire right now? What's going on with the city?
Sure. Go ahead and give me one.
Ooh, I'll do the same.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
perception's actually
Sure.
good. Let's see.
Okay. Rain, if you want to do one based on hearing, that'll work.
-2. Pharaoh, can you get into double fucking digits? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so both Vilnar and Rin definitely hear commotion from around the corner. It doesn't necessarily seem like things are being like destroyed or burned or anything like that, but you definitely hear some commotion around the corner.
Oh, somebody's drunk again.
Does it sound like Lilith is there?
It sounds like you probably hear the firing of a crossbow, and you hear some noises that you cannot possibly place. That sound like something you've never heard before.
I'll look to the young warrior boy, Otto, with me. Come, quiet. And I'd like to start stalking forward.
Okay, around the corner?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and just turn the fog of war off because you'll be able to see all the way down the street. So let me just turn that off.
Now, following his lead, do I get advantage on stealth, or am I just rolling flat?
Oh, she's goner.
She's dead.
Oh, goodbye, Lilith.
So you look around the corner, and yes, what you see is Lilith, and there are basically some things that Lyle described. Two weird creatures that you've never seen before, and two of these things that they kind of look like dogs, but definitely not any of you've seen before. And Lilith is basically ankle deep in. It's not like it's quicksand, but it's sort of this black swirling, again, like some mysterious thing that she seems to be slowly sinking into. All right, and are you creeping down the road further? Because I'll give you just being able to peek around.
I was trying to stealth ahead, yeah.
Okay, yep, so go ahead and give me that stealth roll. Okay. Okay, we have a 9 and an 11. I just need to check what these things can do. Okay.
And I mean, the closest we could get is here.
Okay, so
Might not hear us.
once you start coming around the corner, literally these things' passive perceptions are good enough to have noticed you.
Oh, wow.
So basically, as you creep around the corner, one dog just kind of turns and snarls and starts barking, and another one of these things turns around and notices and just yells something in a language that you've never heard before. Maybe it's Underdark, who knows? But definitely something weird that you guys have not heard before, and points its weapon toward you. And with that, we're gonna need some initiative rolls.
So should those two tokens be a little further up?
Yeah.
About
right. Vilnar and Otto, you guys can be another few up.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck.
And Otto, you can just be one behind him.
I was thinking we'd flank them. Andrew, you still there?
But from your starting point, you're gonna be one behind him. What's these things' initiative? All right, we got
Andrew was moving up as well.
Yeah, he was moving behind Vilnar.
Okay.
All right.
What happened to Andrew?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He vanished.
Still not working.
All right, but it looks like Otto's going first, maybe.
I am for sure going last.
Okay.
Interesting
so
how none of those initiative rolls got put in the turn order.
I haven't put him in yet.
Yeah, but
Oh,
on
you're
initiative,
saying...
automatically put them in.
Oh, weird. I don't know.
It's like the thing I didn't check. Now every time I hit like, ooh, maybe I could do initiative, it's like, yo, syntax error. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
You gotta click on your token first.
Oh,
Let me try it again.
I mean, I don't know. It didn't.
And if it still does a weird thing, then
But
you
you
need
guys
to have
anyway.
a journal token instead of just that, and it's annoying.
Okay, so
And I just hit initiative.
When you have your token selected.
LOL. We're not going to be doing that.
Okay.
I know that the spells work mostly, sort of, perhaps. So
Also possible that you might have to pull over your sheet from the thing and turn it into a token, and then it'll work. But
that is ridiculous.
I mean, that's what I did.
No, yeah, no, we're good. I got my sheet. I got D&D Beyond. I got enough things to help me figure out what I need to roll.
all right, get that, and makes
D&D Beyond, by the way, is wicked freaking nice.
It's
Yeah.
super cool.
It's so nice
Uh,
just having it like right in front of me.
It makes sense that Sunny's going last, I guess.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like it. He's scared.
Otto, you can move yourself to 1 square behind Vilnar, and then start from there because you were creeping up with him.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you are
Um,
first in turn order.
Awesome, and thank you for your patience. I remembered I had a little tequila left over, so
It's okay. I had to make the turn order anyway.
I'll be right back.
okay. I will. I guess I'm still using my rapier. Okay. Yes, I'm going to rush up here. Wait, what weapon is Vilnar using at the moment?
Scimitar.
Scimitar? Okay, so if I pop here, you're good, right?
Yes, I will be good.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to go ahead and take a stab at this guy.
Okay.
Only 13 to hit.
And that does not hit him.
Dang. I am going to go ahead and use my action surge.
Okay. Take another swing.
Yeah. Bam. There we go.
There you go. That's a lot better.
10 damage, and I think I should have bonus damage. I should have
Yeah.
plus 2.
2 more.
Yeah, so total 12 damage to this
Cool.
shadow creature.
Cool. That's a very, very good hit. It seems it kind of laughed off that first hit, but then that second one it did not expect to get hit, and it did not enjoy being hit in the least. That was a very, very solid hit to this thing.
Excellent. It's weird. I don't feel like I should be wearing armor considering tonight's events, but I want to be wearing armor.
We can say that everybody was suited up for the race, just, for getting into, the spirit of things.
Okay.
Doing hood rat things with your
Mhm.
friends.
And also because, you would probably want it, and because I want you guys to continue this campaign with items.
You know what? On the boat ride back to the place, I threw all my stuff.
That's the thing, too. You also had the boat ride to the capital, so
Yeah.
you had opportunities to put it on. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, it's Farrell's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, not there. And I'm going to hit old boy right there with chill touch.
Okay. Sorry, which one are you hitting?
The one that Otto's engaging with.
Cool. Okay.
So it's 20 to hit, and they take 11 necrotic.
Okay, and when that happens, he crumbles to the ground.
Yes. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Don't be.
And
Don't be
excited.
sorry.
All right. Is that all for you?
That's all I got. Yep.
Okay. So, yes.
Sid, I don't think you add your wisdom damage to cantrips.
Ooh. Okay, then
Yeah, you
minus
can do
3 to
So
that.
it's 8.
He only had 1
How did that
HP left.
happen?
It's okay.
Oh, 8.
still got it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Fuck
fix
him up.
that.
You
Fucking
still come.
overkill.
Why did
Lilith
that
is still
happen?
sinking in this mysterious substance. But then this top guy here is going to. I need to look up the fluff for how this spell works, because I've never actually used it. Okay. Cool. So, move. Need to draw things. Okay. So, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is gonna have to get bigger than this. Well, it's only gonna hit you two anyway. Okay. So this cube is gonna be big enough to hit both Otto and Vilnar, and what's gonna happen is that Drow is going to be casting some sort of spell. You guys, maybe you'll find out what it is in a moment. But because of that, I'm going to need dex saving throws from both Vilnar and Otto.
I'm sorry, dex save?
Yes, a dex save.
You can take the paladin out of the fighter.
Okay. So Otto is good. But Vilnar, you're suddenly painted in some like strange bluing, glowing light.
That's what I thought.
So that just happened. And then this guy is going to get a little closer. And now it's your turn, Vilnar.
So I know I've been painted in something, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then
You are glowing blue.
Yes. I shall run over in with my scimitar drawn, Longfang. So I shall say, you have bared your fangs against my friend. Now, I shall bear mine. And as I draw Longfang, the fire that it just kind of blazed on a little bit catches a full flame.
Okay.
I'll attempt to hit it. But probably not.
You do not hit him, unfortunately. Is that all? Can you? Okay. Then we move on to Rin.
Okay.
Now we see how a dealer does in combat.
Yeah, let's see. I've got my hand card. So 20. 30. No, I'm dumb. There we go. So he can move up to about here. What's his range to anyone? Not very much. He can't actually reach many people. Well, there is a chance that one of his cards may be able to do something. So let's make our first draw of the night. And we have the One of Swords, which means he can cast Gust. Can he actually do anything with Gust? No, it's 30 feet. So he's just gonna sort of throw this card, and it's gonna explode in the air when he throws it. And,
okay.
That's all he can do.
Alrighty. Bring up these things. Okay. So, that explosion happens, and this dog up here seems to notice it.
Here, Fido.
And suddenly...
Is it over here?
Suddenly, it
Balls.
poofs in the air and appears standing between the two of you.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
And
Rin.
it is...
Thanks a lot.
It is going to bite at this tasty-looking blue thing it sees.
Bad dog.
I do not
Good
think a
blue
6
fit.
will hit you, though.
No, well,
Good
no.
boy.
Okay.
I like to imagine
however-
he actually just like pats its head down, like, no.
But this other dog is going to run around here, and it's going to take a bite at Otto. Does a 12 hit you?
It does
Right.
not, fortunately.
Okay.
So I guess I throw a gauntlet up, or an arm, a leathered arm, and it just bites on the leather. I can
All
throw
right.
it off.
Now what does our pal Sonny do?
Let's see.
So one of the command things is grovel, which is the target falls prone and then ends its turn. But since it's a dog, I will just want to say like down, down.
Sit, boy, sit.
What's that ending thing on TVs? Sit Ubu sit.
Sit, boo boo,
Good boy.
sit. Good dog.
But yeah, he's gonna run behind his good friend and is really scared about this dog, but he's gonna summon his courage to go up to him and say, down, down. And what I need
It's a brave turtle.
is I need a wisdom saving.
And
said
the blink
sit.
dog
He said
yells
down.
back. I'm sorry, what do you need?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. I got a feeling dogs aren't too wise. Where? Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Here you are. There's a 13.
It needs a 14 to save, so
Okay.
it goes prone and its turn ends.
Okay. I mean, it already took its turn, but we'll say it. We can say it's prone on the next one, definitely. We can say it misses its next one. Is that all for Sunny?
Yeah, he just wanted the dog to go down, so now I guess it like just goes down on all fours.
Okay. And we're back to Otto.
Okay. Okay. Deal with what's in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and stab at this. I don't want to kill a dog, but whatever this shadow creature is, it's not a dog. So I'm gonna go ahead and stab at it.
Okay.
Oh,
You do
8.
not hit it.
Okay.
Does it count as
Sorry?
Does it count as an animal?
Um,
The thing that you're swinging at, no.
No.
They seem, whatever they are, they seem to be the commanders of these dogs.
And as
No,
a
I was just asking, do the dogs count as animals?
Oh yes.
trying to think if I don't know if I'm not familiar with fighter yet, so I don't know if I have a bonus action.
Not unless you're holding 2 weapons.
Right. If
And then without the particular fighting style or feat, you'll be swinging that without your proficiency bonus. If
You know
have
what?
a second weapon.
what I'm gonna do, I'm going to, with my offhand, reach into my backpack pocket and pull out my whip.
Okay.
And I'm going to step here and take the attack of opportunity. Wait, no. Actually,
So it's going to take you. You're not going to be able to swing that on the same turn because you have to retrieve it. But you can have it for the next turn.
oh, so I wouldn't be able to use it as a bonus action.
No, because you're going to have to use a bonus to get it out of your bag in the first place.
Would I
I
be
think
able to?
I don't think you can do it anyways because the rapier is not a light weapon.
Is
What?
a rapier? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure
Rapier's
rapiers.
finesse
rapier
light.
should-
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a light weapon.
It is.
It is? I don't think
Should be.
so. I know it's a finesse weapon. I'm not saying it's a light weapon.
Yeah, it's not light, it's finesse.
Oh.
So then you would not be able to.
Would I be able to use my bonus action and movement to jump over here and try to grab Lilith to keep her from falling to keep her from sinking?
You can get over there, but trying to pull someone up like that is going to be a whole action.
Okay. I will go over there and take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'm going to assume a 20 is going to hit you.
Yeah, it will.
Alrighty. And you're going to take 5 damage.
Fair enough.
I copied and pasted you over, but I don't see your stuff.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that now. There you are.
Everything visible for you too. Oh, sorry. You might have to do that again because we were doing that at the same time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But all your stuff will be visible for everybody.
Oh, thank you. All right, and I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. We move on to Farrell.
As a free action, I wanted to yell, "Don't hurt the dog!"
It's not a dog.
I'm very, very, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna throw infestation at it. He's gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't hurt the
Okay.
dog. Gives it fleas.
I'm not hurting it, Sonny. The fleas are hurting it.
I think an 18 would save it.
It does.
Yeah. Does it take half or?
No, it's a cantrip.
No, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
That's. I do have a quick question though, just like a
Yes.
really super quick question. For Halo Spores, it says as a reaction on my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
So
not
you
as
use
a
up
reaction
your
if you get
reaction.
whacked.
No.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
But that means that you could technically cast it in the same turn as other spells.
Yeah, it means you can do that now.
Yeah, I can paste it on there. Well, it didn't hit him anyway, so.
Oh,
I'll,
it's a gotcha.
We'll deal with that. I'll just brandish my spear and hope for the fucking best, I guess.
Okay. The whatever icon you put on yourself looks like it's attached to your spear, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I meant that to be like, oh, I'm a wolf now. I'd probably remove it, actually.
Gotcha. Well, it's just cool because it looks like tips on your actual spear.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, this guy up here is going to be taking some attacks at Vilnar. And Vilnar is lit up like a Christmas tree. So
What's
They're
he
gonna
attacking with, anyways?
this thing is swinging. What do they swing? What are you doing? Go to the right tab. It swings with a short sword.
Wunderbar.
Yep. Okay. So it's going to take.
Not an
It's,
awesome curved sword.
we have a 12.
No.
Nope, didn't think so. Okay. That's all it's going to do.
I'm going to take another swing at it. See, hopefully I hit.
You definitely hit with that. Yes, you do.
Then I
For a
bring the
whole-
long thing down. 10 damage.
10 damage, and let's roll this thing's con save. It's got a beat of 5, yeah?
It's got to beat a 10.
Oh, right, it's 10 or
Yeah.
half. Right. Okay. Well, it might not. Let's see. It doesn't hold, so you're no longer fairy fired.
I do not appreciate your glitter bomb.
That
Just swipe
thing-
it away from me.
That does not seem to, it doesn't seem to understand what you said to it at all.
Okay.
You said things and it just kind of. Okay, we're back to Rin.
Okay, mean doggy next to him. We could attack it. Maybe that would be the best chance, but I really want to see what another draw would do. So let's try it. Alright, so this is Queen of Swords. Aha! We can do something with Queen of Swords. Alright, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. From the doggy. Let me check the doggy's constitution. It is okay. It does not save.
And it takes 8 force damage.
Okay. Good hit to it.
Okay. And then he's gonna move right here.
Okay.
What happens with that attack, if you don't mind asking?
He literally like tugs on one of the threads of fate that he can see, and it hurts them.
So we just see him like kind of plucking invisible strings?
Yeah, it's something that only he sees because of his fate vision thing.
Gotcha.
All right. This dog here, because it was hit with that command word, is not going to be taking anything on. It'll stand up, but it's not going to be actually attacking anybody during its turn. Meanwhile, this one up here is going to try to bite at Otto. 21's going to hit you.
Yeah, well,
All right. What does the bite do? Probably not terrible. Okay. It's going to bite you for 3 damage.
fair enough.
Okay. We're back to our turtle friend. Yes, you do have
Alrighty.
second wind. Don't forget about that. It's
Yeah.
1d10 plus 2 because you're second level. Okay.
Oh, it's
let's-
not letting me go one over. There we
Oh,
go.
there are some boundaries drawn.
Okay.
As you burst through this person's house.
Just rolls through with a shell.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to go underneath the porch area.
Yeah, we can say that's where you are. Sure. And
Okay.
because that thing, because you commanded that dog and it did not have its turn, it's not going to be able to take an attack up.
Okay. I am going to use my channel divinity to
Okay.
attempt to harm any animal I can see within 30 feet of me, which is both of these dogs.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, in the name of Eldath, you should be my friend.
Oh, Sonny.
So I need wisdom saving throws from both of them.
Okay. Wisdom.
You should be
You
my
should be
friend.
my friend.
You know what? With a spell like that and a command like that, I'm surprised he doesn't have like just a shit ton of friends because he's
Oh,
like,
he
you
has
should
the
be my
animal.
friend.
An animal
So-
army.
So this is for the one right in front of you. This is for the one farther away. I think
Damn,
they
it doesn't
both.
work on either of them.
Yeah. You want to be their friend, and they both just look at you and give like a.
Aww. It was worth
Alright.
a shot.
All right, we're back to Otto.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stab the dog, I guess.
Okay.
It's not a dog! Ooh, crit.
Excellent.
Really not a dog.
No!
Excellent hit. That it yelps. It yelps as if you maybe hit it for exactly 1/3 of its HP.
What's that sound
Fair
like,
enough.
Tony?
Yarp 1/3.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use my second wind. 9 hit
Nice.
points.
Nice.
So I'm back up to max.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn. Let's check on Lilith. What's going on with her?
She is much deeper in this portal now.
We talking like waist?
She is
Chest?
probably shoulder.
That would have been
Ooh, boy.
good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody asked or reached for her.
Well, we didn't get any narration.
As a
I-
bonus
She's
action,
just
can I reach
continuously
my arm-
sinking.
Can I hand my arm out to her?
You
or
well,
anything?
you use your bonus.
Oh, I did. Never mind. Oof. Well, that's me.
Okay, Farrell.
Is this dog still nice to me?
Oh no, these dogs are back in attack mode.
This dog's an asshole again?
Mhm.
I'm gonna infest it!
Okay.
Motherfucker!
Does not get infested.
Fuck you, you stupid dog!
These
It
things
has
are
its
rolling.
flea collar on.
Everything's rolling pretty well tonight. Jeez.
It is! Carry on.
You don't even have to make rolls now, Sydney.
I know!
All right. Well,
Shit.
Droud's gonna make an attack at Vilnar.
Roll 20 has found a whole new way for you to fail.
7 definitely does not hit you. And it's back to Vilnar then.
All right. How's this guy look in front of me?
This guy looks like he hasn't been hit yet.
I hit him last turn.
Oh, yes, you did. Hold on. What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Sorry. I typed in incorrect stuff. Let me fix this. You did hit him. Okay. He looks good. Or I shouldn't say he looks good. He definitely looks like he's taking some hit. He's definitely not at his 100% at all.
Okay. I will. So we know that what's her face Lilith is dropping at a rate of how quickly? It's been 12 seconds.
Yeah, she's sinking in there.
And where is she at right now?
Well, last time you looked, she was about shoulder, so she's probably gonna be about the same.
So we got to pull her out by her neck.
Yeah, her arms are not.
Would have been useful knowledge.
By her.
Nobody looked at her.
I mean, we all went to her aid.
Right, and then you all started fighting.
How big is the puddle around her?
It's just in her square.
It's just in her square. Can I go over there and yank her up by her neck?
Yeah.
Or can I like reach in there and can try and get her underneath her
Yeah,
shoulders?
yeah. It's not like a concrete thing. You could definitely reach in and under.
All right, then, and that'll take my action to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm not very strong, but I will have to do what I have to.
You're mostly Dex?
Yeah, I'm a Dex
Okay.
fighter.
Okay. Well, you never know. It's still doable.
I'll tell you what. I will look at Lilith, and I shall look at the one in front of me, and I shall say, very well. Take your best shot at me. And I will move over and start pulling her up.
Okay.
But as I do, I will invoke one of my blood rituals.
Okay.
The Blood Maledict. The Curse of Mutual Suffering. And I'm going to go ahead and... Let's see, what's the language for it? I'm going to amplify it. So, basically what this does, it burns my bonus action. I cast a little blood charm on my arm where the fang marks actually sank in. And on the next turn, any damage that is done to me will be done back. And I'm going to use my Amplify feature to take the same as my... Just thankfully only a 1. And it will get the amplified effect.
Okay, so when this thing deals damage, it's going to take the same damage back.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
And I'd like to pull her out as best I can.
Go for it.
Do you want... What kind of roll would you want?
It's going to be just strength.
All right.
There's really no fancy thing for digging somebody out of a hole.
That's fair.
That is not going to do it.
If you
Can I at
squat
least-
correctly, could you use athletics?
Can I at least slow down her sinking path with that much as I start to pull her up?
Yeah, I'd say you're able to hold her. Yeah, you're not necessarily making upward progress, but yeah.
That's what I'm... As long as she's not actively sinking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. That's my move.
Okay, on to Rin.
Okay, so sinking and all that stuff. Well, let's see what I can do. 4 of Pentacles. What would that be? Well, that's not nearly as fun. That's just mold earth. Does he have a hold of her?
He does.
And she's not dropping anymore?
She's at least not sinking any further, yeah.
Okay. Then he's just gonna throw this card at the dog.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
You're flanking, right, though?
It's a ranged attack. I don't think you get flank on range.
Okay. 14, that ought to be a hit.
Awesome. It does 2
Yeah,
fire
it
damage
is.
as it explodes on the dog.
Okay. Well, you burned some of the dog's fur. It ain't happy about that.
Yeah.
In fact, it's gonna turn around and take a bite at you because
Oh,
it's
boy.
not happy about that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
He's
I
right
can't-
next to the pacifist.
That dog did not like being burned. And wow, all right. It ghetto fails for only 3 damage.
Okay. I
Bite
can
your
live
toe
with that.
off.
Ow.
Wow, that is the weakest crit I've ever seen.
It literally couldn't be any weaker. Meanwhile, this dog up here is also going to take a bite at Otto. An 11, I'm gonna say, is not gonna hit you.
Correct.
Okay.
Parry.
And we're back to Sunny.
All right, hoping that the dogs will follow his lead, Sunny is going to go up 1, 2, 3 here, and
Okay.
he's going to look to the drow and
Mhm.
say leave, which basically would be like flee. So it needs
Is
to
it
make a wisdom,
another command?
No.
Okay.
and if it fails, then it must spend its turn moving away from me as fast as possible.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, it's like a fear effect.
It saved.
I'm getting really tired of these
Damn.
saves, Tony.
Did you just give Sunny the middle finger?
These are the best rolls of your career.
Oh boy. I guess it just keeps the fight interesting, right? I didn't even do any drop downs. I just literally clicked on the raw 20. It just went 20. Can Sunny do anything else?
Cry.
Let's see, that was
Cry.
That-
Yeah, crying's a free action. I'll give him that.
he is
Slinks back.
actually no. He would not take a couple steps back because he sees her. That's. I think that's at the end of this turn.
Okay. What's Farrell doing?
And
Oh,
Wait, we skipped Otto.
yeah,
Oh,
I was
did we?
about to say
I'm sorry.
Otto's before me.
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, Otto.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand over this corpse. I'm gonna
Okay.
maneuver here, and I'm going to attempt to intimidate the two and kind of cover Vilnar here, so he can keep pulling up.
Okay. You're trying to goad them into attacking you instead, or
You know what? I'm going to.
Keep
If I can
focusing on the
attack-
dog. I have the other one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slash the dog.
Okay.
And then if I can, I'm going to try to roll an intimidate check to scare the dog and this other one off, or at least, I don't know, keep them from attacking either of us. First things first, I guess.
See, that intimidation thing is, I believe there's a Battle Master maneuver that does that. So I'm gonna have to say you're gonna have to do one or the other. You're either going to have to attack or do some sort of like intimidating thing.
Okay. Well, I guess seeing everyone kind of approaching, I will just try to thin the numbers.
Okay.
Oh, jeez,
That
the hit.
does not hit.
Damn it.
Okay. Now this Drown's gonna take a swing at Vilnar. An 18's gonna hit you.
That definitely hits.
Crying.
TPK right here.
The last
For
time I played D&D at
7
this
damage.
low of a level, I did
All right.
die.
As
It's
he-
trickier at lower levels because you can't do as much.
As he stabs me in the back with the short blade, the blood that starts to ooze from Vilnar's back shoots back into little
Right.
daggers into him, and he takes
Yep.
the same amount of damage.
Yes, he does. And that hurt him. He doesn't look great.
I can only do that once per short rest.
I mean, it's a handy thing to do.
Was I? Get? Or no, I
Oh.
wasn't. Never mind.
Were you?
Yeah,
You might have
you're
been.
supposed to go after me.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what happens. Sorry, now go.
Oh, Vilnar, you're done, yeah?
No, I haven't done anything yet.
No, he hasn't done anything yet, but it should
Okay.
have been you. So,
I'm
Oh.
going to try and pull her up again.
well, yeah, it's fine. But then we'll have Farrell's turn. You're
Man,
still
same
holding her. She's not sinking. So, it's still positive. All right, Farrell, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take out my fucking spear. And I'm
Okay.
gonna attack this motherfucker.
Okay, you are flanking.
Okay.
Definitely hit. I'll give you the one with the higher damage.
And then as a reaction, I'm going to do my Halo of Spores, and it's going to add 3 poison damage.
Okay, cool. This dog does not look great at all.
Good, and Sunny's not looking over here, so it's fine. He didn't see it. It's fine.
We'll see. Okay, now let.
Really quick, how is... I can't really read Vilnar's health bar because it's like... Or wait, no, it's overlapped hers. Never mind. I see it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's right at Lilith's chest.
It's on her boobs. We're
It's
good.
right at Barbara Gordon's chest.
Okay.
Okay. Back in the proper turn order. We're with Rin now.
Okay. Let's draw a card, shall we? Ooh, this one's pretty looking.
Dog's not looking great. You could also just try to finish it off.
Yeah, but it's so much more fun when you draw cards. So this is the Queen of Staves? Queen of Staves. It is. Ooh. Alright, so this dog near us isn't looking great. What about the dog near Otto?
That dog hasn't been hit yet.
Oh, okay.
It was hit once. I
It
took
had a
its
third of
hit
its
points
health
out,
taken away because it yelped like it had a third of its health taken away.
Oh,
and I
yes.
stabbed it real hard.
Why? Oh, sorry. I did the same thing where I changed its displayed health, but its like proper health bar was written wrong.
Mhm.
Sorry about that. Now it's correct. It did take a very good hit.
Well, this will be a fun spell to use. So, to help out Otto, I don't know how much this is going to help out, but let's try. The card turns into this fiery whip in his hands, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
The one right in front of you, or this one up
The
here?
one near Otto.
Okay. It needs to make a strength saving throw. Interesting. Let me see here. Okay. Strength saving throw. Okay. Pretty sure that 20 is going to save.
Well, damn. Then nothing happens. A blind guy did just try to lasso a dog, so...
I was legit scared.
Okay. So that happens. Now...
I had missed a turn. Sonny probably would have just gone in the shower.
Okay. You haven't yet, but you're going to be up in a moment. If that's what you plan on doing. But for now, this one that just avoided being fire whipped is definitely gonna at least take a bite at Otto here. So that's gonna be a hit. Sorry guys, I'm just rolling really well for these things. That's 5 damage to Otto. And then this one down here, having been stabbed and then poisoned by Feral, is also definitely not happy at all. 17 ought to hit you. I don't know why that has double exclamation points after it.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why
Yeah,
it's so happy.
D20!
It bites you for 6 damage.
Me? Who?
It bites Feral for 6 damage.
Daryl?
Mhm.
No. My swimming buddy.
And now we're back to Sunny.
I am going to try to use a persuasion roll to
Okay.
get the drow to go away. I'm
Okay.
going to say, listen, I don't know why you're doing this, but you don't have to do it. You can go away now, and then everybody will be okay. Just leave now.
What do I roll opposed to a persuasion roll?
I don't. I think you just kind of make your own DC in your head based off of what I said in the circumstance.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know if there was a specific like 1-to-1 for that. You know, like
No, you don't really want to roll against it because that can just do the DC that makes sense.
yeah, that's fair. Well, it didn't roll great. What did you tell it to do?
Well, I'm the one who rolls the persuasion check.
Oh, sorry.
It's just you make a DC in your head.
Yeah, you just make a
Yeah,
DC
sorry,
in your head.
I was-
It's like, all right,
I don't know
does
why I
this
was
make-
thinking the deception versus insight, like a clear 1-to-1.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, you rolled well versus whatever this thing would have tried to resist.
Was I persuasive?
Yeah, what did you tell it to do?
I said, listen, man, I don't know why you're doing this, but you don't have to do it. You can just go. You can just go. And everybody will be okay.
Well, it's going to give you this really puzzled look like... And it's definitely not going to be attacking on its next turn. But considering this thing can't understand what you're actually saying, it doesn't necessarily know what it told you to do, but you've captured its attention, and it doesn't seem aggressive at the moment.
Oh, well, I mean, if it can't understand me, then it just...
I mean, but
doesn't
something about your... If you're trying to be intimidating or persuasive, your tone of voice would still be interesting to it. You know what I mean? Like, it would still understand the intonations of what you're saying. It just wouldn't know what you're saying. That's why it's definitely turned and interested in whatever the heck you just said, but it doesn't know what you said.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay.
Unless does that count as a bonus action or an action?
I mean, if you've got a roll associated with it, I'm saying it's going to have to be an action.
Fair enough.
That's
my turn.
Okay, Otto.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to kill this dog here.
You definitely
So
hit.
It's 23 plus 2, so it's 11 damage.
Okay. That is another great hit to it, and it yelps almost the exact same yelp as when it got hit for a third.
Excellent. And then I don't think I can do anything else, so bonus action.
Do you have one you can do?
Trying to think of bonus actions. I used to have a sheet that had like actions, bonus actions.
Well, I mean, you had your second wind, which you've already used, action sword, which you've already used. So unless you're going to be holding two weapons, you're not really going to have a reliable bonus.
Well, then I wouldn't have gotten the 2 damage.
Yep.
But I'll keep that in mind, I guess. Yeah, you know what? I will, with my offhand, I will fish out the whip. And that's what I'll do for my bonus action.
Okay. You're still only going to be able to want to swing one or the other because the rapier isn't light, but...
Oh, right. That's why I didn't do it. Never mind. I won't do the thing.
Okay. We're going to move on to Farrell.
Yeah.
Finish off this dog, maybe?
I mean, I'm hoping. I am fucking hoping. And I did read the spores thing. I can do it to anything within 10 feet of me. It's not on a hit.
Okay.
Just a heads up. And here we go. Fucking bitch.
Well, you dropped your spear.
Well, it's taking 3 damage anyway.
Okay. Okay. Well, you managed to finish it off with that poison
Good.
damage.
Thanks.
But you definitely just dropped your spear.
It's fine.
Okay. This other drow is weirdly enamored with this speech from a turtle that it can't understand, so it's not going to be doing anything. And we're back to Vilnar.
All right, so clearly the yanking out isn't working. While still holding on to her, I'm gonna pull one of the from my explorer's pack, the rope that every person has. The rope, the 50-foot hempen rope, and I'm gonna slide it around her and tie it around her torso, and then just get my side and start kind of backing up with it so that she just has a rope tied around her.
Okay.
And if I can do that, I'm gonna try and start pulling backwards with the rope and trying to walk her out of it.
Okay. It's still going to be the same check, but, not going to be as high of a DC because now you have leverage.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
Okay.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Okay, you're starting to make a little bit of progress. It's starting to pull her out a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my move.
All right, Rin, what are you doing?
All right, he's gonna Well, that dog's dead, so yay.
Woo.
Oh no, that dog.
Let's give Otto some help by giving him a flank. And, art. Lovely art. Such a good dog.
Very pretty.
Alright, so this is the 6 of wands. Yes, 6 of wands. Or just staves. Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's make this against the drow right there. But, he tugs on another one of those threads. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Another net
Never mind.
20.
Yeah.
I'm trying, guys.
All right. I'm sorry. I've never rolled like this. This dog, seeing Vilnar, is that the direction that you're pulling? Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to pull it back.
Okay. Well, if you're
I don't know
backing
whether
up,
I could get 5 or 10 feet back.
well, you're not gonna be able to get 10 feet because of Rin being there now. Obviously.
Well, this would have been happened before.
Right, would have happened before. I'm just gonna say it's just gonna be the 5. He's pulling her out of there. You're lucky to be making any progress.
Okay.
But regardless, with you being there, that dog is going to take a bite. Here's another D20 with exclamation points for whatever reason. Does a 16 hit you?
All right, he's ignoring Otto now.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that hits.
Okay. For 6 damage.
Ouch.
All right. What does Sunny do?
In the red now.
Sonny, noticing that what he said had some kind of effect before, he is going to attempt to get closer while holding up his holy symbol. And he tries to hold it up close to him because maybe they don't speak the same language, but maybe he knows this symbol of pacifism. And he'll again say, "You don't need to do this. There's a better way." And he try to roll perception in his non-verbal
Persuasion.
Yep.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm bleeding to death.
And
And he's over here like he's holding the stave up to a vampire.
I have no spells left. There's literally nothing I can do.
I got you.
Okay.
That doesn't really seem to be having much of an effect on the drow, or the whatever this thing is.
Well, I tried.
All right, Otto, what do you do?
Well, I guess I'm going to try to kill this stupid fucking dog for once and for all.
You got advantage.
Oh, do I?
Flanking.
Wonderful. 24.
You definitely hit it.
Don't suppose I could... Oh, wait. Advantage. Can I take the higher
Yes.
damage? Excellent.
Well, I don't know, because that's like borrowing a hit from one and a damage to the other. Like in
Yep.
Sid's case, they were the exact same rolls.
Right.
So I'm going to have to probably base it off the hit and not the damage.
I mean, either one hits.
Yeah. But you rolled that one first.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Like,
total
yeah.
of 6 damage.
Okay, total of 6 damage. Cool.
No.
Just think the dog can probably only going to take another hit.
Damn it. Yeah. I guess that's all I can do.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the call is there if you do an advantage and they're both technically hits.
I
Hey,
mean,
you made the right call. You
yeah.
go with the
Yes.
higher die roll.
Yeah.
I'm going to bonus action, healing word Vilnar. Whoa! You get 4 points, bruh.
That's like a quarter of my health.
4 points is a lot right now.
And then I'm going to use my thing. Oh Jesus Christ, where'd it go? Let me look at a thing just real quick.
Your
Wanted
spores.
to make sure. No, because that's got to be within 10 feet. I'm also going to do Chill Touch on El Doggo.
Okay. You finish that doggy off.
Yes! Wait.
That one yipes down to the ground.
Jesus.
2 dogs you've now killed, Farrell.
That's 3 things I've killed
Yeah.
total.
Farrell definitely killed both dogs.
And then I'm gonna move up to
Okay.
to there.
Sunny will remember this.
I'm sorry.
And Sunny, as you are approaching with this symbol out, this thing is kind of like and stabs at you.
Oh! That will not.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
were so fine until we hit like level 3. You're good.
Okay, so that doesn't hit you. So Vilnar.
But I imagine it does like hit his shell at some point though, and he's gonna be pretty startled by that.
Yeah. That dog is dead, so you can back up another 5.
Yeah,
Like, give me that.
Can I get some, you warrior boy, help me with this. And I'll either hold my action or get advantage with someone else helping you pull out, but I'm trying to get some more people to help me pull this thing out now.
Well, Otto has already taken his turn this round, so it would have to be the next time around if you want to hold it.
Dealer, I need your help.
Yeah, that works.
And whoever's stronger, I'll roll on their turn to try and, unless the dealer wants to do something else.
No, the dealer is gonna come in and help you do it. He's gonna give you advantage on it.
Great.
He'll spend his turn, move over here, grab onto Lilith however he can. Ooh, she's soft. Oh yeah, all the fun stuff. And go ahead and yank her out.
Has anybody seen Your Name by chance?
No.
Damn.
14.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're making some more progress. She's probably got like most of her torso up now.
How is she? Is she conscious?
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be like necessarily in pain or anything, but she's definitely weirdly sinking. And weirdly doesn't seem to be saying anything.
Is she like in a daze or something like that?
It could be.
She's Riku. She's Riku.
Well, why don't you, if you'd like to roll a perception check on that, just to
Oh, lovely.
see what's going on.
Oh my god, that wasn't terrible.
Let me see. Okay. All right, you can tell that she's definitely not injured, and you can tell that it's not like she was like struck by something that's made her seem so bewildered. But definitely something is putting her in this weird, almost trance.
Lilith, you have to snap out of it and get out of the goo right now.
She might turn her head and look at you, but there won't be any verbal response.
Alright.
All right, and Rin used his to help with the tug. Sunny, what are you doing?
Sunny will go over and wrap his own rope around her and attempt to pull as well.
Okay.
I guess make a strength with advantage because we're still there.
Yeah, with advantage.
Well,
Olaf.
Yeah, you didn't really make much more progress.
Sunny's there.
But she's not sinking.
He's trying.
All right, what's Otto doing?
Alright, seeing that the two of them are focusing on her, he's going to go ahead and put a sword in this. Have we established is it a drow or a shadow creature thing?
We're shorthand referring to it as a drow, but it's not necessary. Not that you guys would know anyway, but yeah, definitely, it's not actually a drow.
This is what a drow looks like. I've heard about drow, but this isn't what I thought it would look like.
You probably
God
would not have.
Damn it!
You probably wouldn't have heard about drow either. That 9 is not going to hit.
Nope, wouldn't expect it to.
What's Farrell doing?
Stuff and things.
Killing animals.
She's stuffing things. The animals that she's
I'm
killed.
so sorry.
Taxidermy.
So sorry. We're gonna go. Chill touch again, cause fuck it.
Nope.
Motherfucker. Well, he's gonna get 3 poison damage anyway. No, he can't, because he's not 10 feet away. Whatever, I'll heal Vilnar again, because it's a bonus.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll get better.
You will. I said I'm leveling you up in each new thing, so it'll be an interesting acceleration. All right,
Vilnar,
6
60.
more
Yeah,
Vilnar.
yeah, buddy.
Cool. Well, Otto, you took a swipe at the drow, so it's going to take a swipe right back.
Natural 20.
Nope.
God.
Does a 14 hit you?
It meets. Yep.
Okay. For 7 damage.
That's half of what I've got left.
All right. What are our rope people doing?
Rill is still providing assistance, so anybody who makes rolls do it at advantage.
Does she look stabilized for the time being?
Yeah, like I said, she doesn't appear to be injured. Sonny was able to hold her up with his rope. He didn't make any more forward progress, but he did keep her afloat.
All right. In that case, I'm going to swing around. I'm going to tie off the rope real quick on a post or something if there's nearby that building.
Okay.
I'm going to try and run around and try and finish off this last drow guy.
If you're tying a rope like that, I don't think you're going to be able to attack as well. It's going to take time to tie that knot. You could just hand the rope to Rin, though.
I'll toss the rope to Rin then.
This is a bad idea, he says as you run off.
If you want to save that attack, that's what you'd have to do.
I'll use a bonus action to shed my blood on my blade and take another Rite of the Flame attack.
I gave you that blood. How dare you waste it?
Great, more blood.
Alrighty. You definitely finish off this drow. And as you do, some of you're facing the other way, but those who are facing up the street are going to notice. I'm going to take you guys out of. I shouldn't have taken you out of that turn order. Sorry. You're going to notice some person approaching.
Oh, that doesn't look ominous.
You probably guessed what I googled to find this picture.
Voldemort?
No, it was literally Batman with sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this very intimidating, large size thing starts walking toward you guys. This individual.
Oh, cool.
It's Gotham Hearts.
Is it safe to say that we all kind of dogpile and try to lift Lilith out?
We're still.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, you are going to be still in combat just for a
Gotcha.
moment here. So let me get this fella added in. So, he's going to move toward you guys. Actually, he's going to get right up on you.
Guys, move. I'm gonna thunderwave him. Just move.
And he gets to here.
Do you say that?
No.
Gets to here, and he looks at all of you, and he just says, I didn't expect anyone here would be able to put up any sort of resistance, frankly. This is going to be more fun than I thought. And then he's going to draw that shield, and then the sword is just going to kind of materialize in his hand.
We really didn't put up that much resistance. I don't know what you saw.
And it's to Rin now. Whatever Rin wants to do.
That's great. So he's holding the rope that's holding up Lilith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What's the rope?
Both him and Sunny are
Oh, that's true.
holding up 2 different ropes.
What's the roll to pull?
Strength.
Ah. Yeah, about that. I mean, let's try.
You got advantage because the turtle's pulling too, right?
Does he?
The turtle's on his own rope, but you guys are pulling the same direction, basically, so yeah.
Okay.
Good guess, by the way, Sid.
we
Someone's
just give advantage to the
been
one-
reading Xanathar.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking about running Hexblade, and then I went with Druid because I've been like, oh, let run the Druid.
It's like the coolest thing. It's so cool.
It's not terrible.
Rin, you're not making forward progress, but she's not sinking.
Yay. That's about all he can do.
Sonny, are you pulling too?
Yeah, so real quick as a free action, I'm just gonna turn my head over to Otto real quick and say, "There's a health potion in my pouch." And he's got like a pouch that's kind of like around his back, sort of, so he could reach in there and grab it if he wanted to. But he is going to kind of step over this way and continue trying to pull the rope. And he has advantage.
He does.
19.
All right. She's probably about waist high now.
I care about you, friend.
Aw. Okay. What's Otto doing? Is he fishing out that potion?
Yeah, he's gonna pop over here and do that and quaff it real fast, considering his health. So that's 2d4 plus 2? Is that?
It's the basic potion.
Yeah, it should be 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I didn't notice that your
So,
health was
he's
that
had
low.
this
I
in his
feel bad
possession
now.
for a very long time, so big deal that he's giving it up.
Oh,
All right.
well now I feel like a jerk.
You need it though.
Yeah, he's never been in a situation like this. I think he feels fine using it.
Farrell, what are you doing?
Crying.
Killing puppies.
Look, it was them or it was me, and I'm gonna. Fuck me. From here.
Are you?
You might wanna.
That's how I'm gonna avoid this situation.
You might want to update.
This is like
your
when Star-Lord dances in front of that thing just to confuse him.
Yeah.
In Guardians 1.
Motherfucking hell, bitch.
You're
Fuck.
trying to chill touch big guy up here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no.
didn't hit. Yeah, it didn't fucking hit. I'm moving. Because I'm there.
Okay. Vilnar.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that short sword that the drow was using and brandish them both towards Hex Batman.
Okay. It's probably going to be a bonus to pick that up at least.
Fair enough. Then I won't attack with it this turn. I'm gonna try and strafe around him. Where is his attention right now?
He's pretty much watching all of you, but if you were moving around him, he'd definitely be, he's not going to like turn to you, but he'd definitely watch you move that way.
Yeah, I want to try and draw his attention away from Lilith and everyone trying to pull her out right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of strafe around, and once I kind of get a little bit towards his blind spot,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Long Fang and make an attack.
Okay. You actually hit him. And so he feels that like ding on his armor. He just turns and says, That was not wise.
If this is your doing, then you are not very wise either.
Ooh.
Now, Hex Batman's gonna take another step forward.
One stab at Vilnar and annihilate
Is
him.
he actually large like this?
Yes,
Is he Goliath?
he's tall. Yeah,
The
Goliath.
last 5 feet are just as Kate.
Should he be like a full 4 squares then? Because 2 squares is usually for like long things, like a line.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's meant to be tall. I guess he does need to be a full 4, doesn't he? But
Definitely, that's how that would work.
yeah. All right, hold on a second. We can fix that. In the meantime, what's Rin gonna do? It's probably gonna look.
Good lord!
Fat
We'll
Batman.
make him. We're gonna make him 2x2 next time.
Oh my
Ah!
God.
Fuck that! No!
That just looks goofy. Yeah, I tried to go. I wanted you to understand that. Yeah, he's tall. So he wouldn't necessarily occupy, floor like that, but I guess he would have to just for spatial reasonings on Roll20. But anyways, what's Rin doing?
Let's try and pull this lady out, because otherwise.
So you are still at advantage here.
No. At least she's not sinking.
And she's not sinking.
Cool.
All right, Sonny, are you gonna pull as well?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, cool. All right, so you pulled her up. You're past the waist now, starting to pull up like most of her thigh as well.
So a 15 does that?
Mm-hmm. Well, you're at a 17, but that's right. You were at advantage. No, you're good. It's pretty much it's pretty much been Okay, so yeah, you're making some forward progress.
All right, I'm gonna move to here just to symbolize that I'm moving the rope more forward.
Okay, Otto.
First I'm gonna raise my blade to this dark figure, and ask him, this dark knight, and ask him, what do you want?
And he'll just look at you and say, change.
Oh god, he's a hobo from South Park.
Change.
He's a hobo with a shotgun.
Change.
I guess I'll respond with a change is inevitable. For now, change your mind, and then take a swipe at him with the rapier.
You also managed to hit him.
My quip. That's what I need to work on. I just say something smart-ass each turn, and then
So that actually dings him too, and he's just like, that's fine. Keep making your mistakes.
That'll be 8 damage.
Okay.
What kind of mistakes? What are we supposed to do?
He's not going to answer that. Farrell, what are you doing?
Okay. I am going to use my wild shape, but instead of transforming into some sort of creature, I'm going to use symbiotic entity. So the damage I deal...
Did you see me measure that? Was that what that comment's for?
So
symbiotic entity.
Yeah, so my 3 points of poison damage doubles up into 6. When I do melee attacks, I get an additional 1d6 poison damage on top of it, and I get temporary hit points equal to my 3 plus my class. So I mean, it's not much, but.
So are you like a mushroom lady right now?
You're like a clicker right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
I like.
Or
I don't know.
like a spring.
I'm just like, yeah, maybe. I like the idea of her eyes going pale and she like exhales and this like kind of plume of spores just kind of seeps from her mouth. And since I don't think I can take an actual attack this round, I'm just gonna hit him with some the spores for 6 points.
Can you
is that
bonus action wild shape?
No, that's straight action.
Okay.
But
is that
instead of
using a
transforming,
reaction, right?
I use the symbiotic entity.
Is there a save with those spores, or do they just deal damage?
It just says it deals damage.
Okay, it's just a cloud. You said 6?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
And-
Vilnar, what are you doing?
Where's his attention right now?
so-
Auto hit him, so he's looking forward.
I'll say that.
You know what? That attack should have been at advantage, Andrew, because you are flanking with Vilnar. Well, hold on. We said you couldn't really flank diagonally before? Yeah, it's got to be directly across.
Is that not directly across?
Well, this
debatable.
has come up before that it has to be like this way and not this way.
Okay,
I mean,
so
like we've
would
talked
this
about that
be
before.
Directly across then?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
My opinions of flanking and others are very different.
You're the DM. What's your call?
See, if the thing is, if he was 2x2, you wouldn't be flanking, and he should be 2x2. So I think I'm gonna have to say no for this.
Okay, so
And that's my fault for not making him 2x2, but that'll be fixed for future.
where is flanking then?
Uh,
I mean, normally it would be right here, so I think
Yeah.
that
so I guess in that position, yeah, you should be fine to flank. Sorry, I'll have to fix his dimensions for next time. That's confusing.
All right, then with a flurry of blades, I shall try and cut through his armor on his kneecaps and try and bring him to his knees.
Okay. I was honestly really hoping that was going to hit, but it's not.
19 to hit.
Okay, that 19 will hit him. So you hit him. We'll give you the fluff. We'll say you hit him right in his knees, and so he's going to. That's gonna hit him by surprise in the back legs, and he's gonna kind of give you this puzzled look. And he's not gonna go down to his knees, but he's gonna go down on at least one, catch himself on the other. Is that all for you?
That's my action and bonus action.
Okay. Suddenly above you guys,
Fuck.
there's a bit of you hear this like kind of cracking, ripping sound, and what kind of looks like the portal that Lilith is standing in. A similar one opens up vertically, except this one is white. It's not black, and this ship rips through it. And he looks up. This thing you've been attacking looks up and sees that ship. He just goes, "This will be a better fight, I think." And then he's going to do something. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. So, I'm gonna roll this just for kind of fun, and I'm just going to say that unless this somehow rolls inconceivably low, I'm going to say that this is just going to be a flat potential zeroing of anybody, not like the double damage instant death thing. And I'm
Are
saying,
you dropping rocks right now?
not necessarily. Not really dropping any rocks. Everybody first make a what is the save? A con saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes. It's a great Donald picture.
Just Doland.
You got a paladin anymore?
Fucking hell!
Sonny, you don't have to make one. You are outside of 10 feet. But hey,
Well,
you would have
great
saved.
Great.
Yeah, you would have saved. Okay, so whatever happens here, we're just gonna say it's a zeroing of anybody. It's not, like I said, double over instant death thing. I just want you guys are going to experience what this guy was holding back, basically. All right.
Natural one.
So
Just one.
30 damage to everybody. That actually did roll super low.
Is one of them in the middle at 25? Does anyone else see that 25 in the middle
I
there?
see a 25.
That's really weird.
Can I have that D8 that you're using? The
Yeah.
one that has 25 on it?
Oh,
I'm gonna type this
So-
in manually.
you have exploding dice on for whatever reason. That's what the exclamation marks mean.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, so
Where do I
like,
turn
you
that
rolled
off?
the magic dice. I guess that one was an 8, and then it like explodes into more dice, and it calculates it all.
I see. Where do I turn that off?
I have no idea. I have no idea how you activated it.
Me
Is that why
neither.
we're getting our asses kicked?
How did you turn it on, Ryan?
I just typed it in with 2 exclamation points. I wanted
Oh,
to see if
no,
it would do anything.
There's like a whole thing. I just read it up on the Roll20 like website. There's a whole thing for it. It's used for Shadowrun.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me
We
find a
should
way
do
to turn this
Shadowrun
off.
sometime. That would be fun.
Yeah, we should.
That would be fun. I rolled up a
Damn
character
fine.
once, but
Now there's
the
just
rules
more
are too complex for me to
exclamation
like.
No, it
figure
can
out.
only
It
be
is, it's
one or
pretty-
2 exclamations.
It's
but
pretty
like
in depth.
you have to, and what exploding dice look like? It doesn't look like that. This is what the exploding dice thing looks like.
I don't see any.
That is so. Okay. Well, this is. I typed that one in manually.
Hey, I
That
can
seems
deal with that a
more-
little
yeah.
more. I mean, I'm
So-
still down, but
Yeah, no, you're going to be. Oh, I found it. Okay, I
Except
found
for
it.
Sunny.
There you go. I turned it off.
There we go.
Okay. It's gonna be that 20, so everybody basically around him is zeroed, except for Sunny, because he's out of that 10 feet. Basically that guy, he when he comes up off of his knee, he basically explodes upward into like this teleport. This thunder damage goes out and hits everybody. So I guess Rin kind of technically should have made it at disadvantage. But like you
Oh,
failed.
is it thunder?
So doesn't matter. It is specifically thunder, but you failed regardless. So he teleports himself up on top of this. Then he stabs down into the cockpit of it. And this is going to take more than 6 seconds. So if Sunny wants to be continuously... Well, what would Sunny be doing in this situation? I'm going to pull you guys out of combat.
What happened to Lilith?
Oh, yeah.
She
She
Still have
definitely...
her waist in the thing.
She
right?
definitely... Whatever days she was in before, now she's definitely full-on passed out.
But is she still, like, can I still keep on pulling her up?
You can.
Yeah,
Just passed out.
I don't even know where to begin with everything. But, I'm gonna keep on trying to pull her, because I literally don't know what else to do.
Okay. All right. Well, you're keeping her stable, or as unconscious as she is.
I tie her to the post.
Okay. This ship sort of crashes down. Good old Hex Batman's gonna hop off of it, and then someone else is gonna hop out of the cockpit of that ship.
what?
It's a shame that only Sunny is witnessing all of this.
That is not Dolan or Gothy.
No one's gonna believe him.
Yeah. So he
No
leaps
one
out.
will believe Sunny when they wake up.
And then Sunny, basically this is going to be, you're out of combat now. What you're witnessing is these two just having this fantastic, epic clash, giant sword fight between each other.
What? They're fighting each other?
Eventually they might sort of swap positions here. Oops, get out of here, ship. Basically they might sort of like, and
I'm going to hide in my shell and watch through a very narrow...
okay.
Thanks for the help.
Well, as the one is, as
I don't even know.
as this one here is fighting, it turns to you, and it just goes, it just points as it's kind of fighting with one arm pointing at you with the other, and just says, "You, I know you see this. You have to trust me. It's your only way out of here alive." And then those white portals that you saw before, like the one that his ship came through, one's gonna open up under each member of the party. One doesn't open up under Lilith. She's still in that dark one. But one's going to open up under the rest of you guys, and one's going to open up right beside Sunny. He's just going to continue fighting and say, "You have to trust me. You have to get in there now."
Okay. I'm gonna go in the thing.
All right, as you jump in, the last thing you see for that is Hex Batman back there, stab that other dude clean through. It's just a very violent, like, toot, he drops his sword, slumps over, and as you go through the portal, everything flashes white, and it's sort of like a terminal velocity thing where you also pass out. And we'll find out where everybody wakes up next time on Tales of Travel.
Right.
Woohoo! It's a good start.
So we get to decide where we're going next?
Not this time. You do not get to decide on this one.
I'd like to go to Waterworld.
Yeah.
Can we wait until I'm like a level, like, I don't know, until I have shapes that can swim?
What, you mean you can't swim and breathe underwater?
No, not yet.
I can.
I can.
I can't,
Alrighty.
but I'm a good swimmer. I like
So-
swimming.
So yeah, that'll do it for our premiere. Next week, same time, same YouTube/Twitch channel to see where the party ends up and how things get going.
Indeed.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you for
All right.
joining us, viewers.
Good night, everyone.
Later, people.
Bye.